Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Oh, sorry. Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. David, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
We're live. We're live. Post. All right. Charlie Kirk and conservatives begin tackling Islam.
Oh, hey, David, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey,
long
what's
time
up,
no
man?
see. Long time
Yeah.
no see.
Yeah, missed you like all since like last week, and then it always whenever we don't go live for a couple days, it feels like it was like a month since we went live.
I know, man. It's like, when I'm gone, it feels like it's been an eternity. It feels like it has been an eternity when we don't go live. And in fact, it has been an eternity, it turns out. So, what's been happening, man? What's going on here?
You missed all the Muhammad hijab stuff.
What Muhammad hijab stuff?
So Behind Veils released. I thought this was going to be the final video, but I know he's still got to cover Ali Dawa's secret hotel wife scandal.
So go ahead.
So that's what I was expecting to be the final installment, was his video about Ali Dawa. Then he released this huge video, which was possibly the most powerful video yet, just crushing these guys. But man, he was brutal. So apparently either he had someone who was leaking the text. What's that little app they use? WhatsApp? Is that WhatsApp or is that Telegram? I think WhatsApp. So WhatsApp, they have their little speakers corner, Dawa WhatsApp group that is expanded to include Muslim apologists from other places like Dean Responds and so on. So they're all in this WhatsApp group. But Salman from Behind Veils somehow infiltrated it. He somehow got access to it, or he had someone in the group who is actually double-crossing everybody and leaking all the messages. I don't know if Fareed is in there, but come on. So anyway, leaking all the messages about them planning to deceive people in order to discredit Muhammad hijab's ex-wife, and got really, really, really messed up. Ali Dawa was bringing up the issue of, because they all jump on the they all start saying that she's mentally unstable and stuff. And then Ali Dawa brings up the issue that, hey, if we're blasting away at her, we might actually push her over the edge to end her own life. And hijab says we shouldn't care. She's an enemy of Islam. And so that sort of thing was going on. He was just based on our show from back in January. He was panicking that I have some secret information on him. He's like, I heard David Wood knows that there's a scandal coming. How did he know this? Does he have a video? If so, I need to see the video. I need to know what's in the video. And it was all based on him with his stupid Elon Musk conspiracy, where Elon Musk sent someone to send him a message saying, if you do not stop your powerful criticisms against Elon Musk, and if you do not stop this powerful da'wah, I will frame you for a scandal. And we saw that and instantly just went, oh, there's a scandal that's about to come out. There's a scandal coming.
Yeah.
But then he apparently gets some clips of me saying there's a scandal coming, and he's like, how does he know this? It's like, dude, you basically wrote it across your forehead that a scandal was about to come out, and it did. And so all this stuff was leaked, and Salman posted all of it. But it's really funny because he only mentions four guys' names from the group of 75, and he warns everybody that they better start telling the truth, or he's going to release the names of all 75 people in the group who were complicit in Muhammad hijab conspiring to lie and deceive people, and them all on board with it. And so we're calling this, we're not sure whether to call it the Dawa Diddy list or the Islamic Epstein list, but those are the things. He's got a list of people, and he's
the Dawa files.
So Salman burnt those dudes up, man.
The Dawa files for
Yep.
the pedophiles.
I have to say, man, I know he wouldn't like being compared to Israel, but that's the vibe you get with like Salman versus all these Dawa guys. It's like Israel versus like Hezbollah. Like there's clearly an intelligence imbalance here. Like the really, really smart one is on one side.
I mean, I guess he's smart by Islamic standards, you know. So
He's he's mad scientist genius level by Islamic standards.
by Islamic standards, you have to qualify that. You know?
Right. That's what you missed. Wow.
Wow. Well, that was very, very interesting because while that was going on, I was traveling around. Down in South in Florida.
He was down there wearing this. He was down there with his in his pickup truck and his rebel flag and his MAGA hat.
Yeah, picking up the alligators.
Driving down the road, sipping on a beer, chugging a beer, throwing beer cans out the window, singing, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Feeding them alligators and all that, yeah. Which was very, very nice. First time in Tampa, down in Tampa, and I must say, I went to a different part of Florida before, several months ago, which kind of sucked. But I went to Tampa, and I thought, wow, man, this is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city. I love it.
Huh. And that's interesting because I thought Tampa was like a crap hole.
No,
like I lived in West Palm Beach for part of a year when I was in 9th grade. And West Palm Beach is a nice area. I've been to Orlando a bunch of times for like conferences and stuff. That whole area is nice because that's like tourist area for Disney World or whatever. So I've been there. But yeah, I don't know why. I thought maybe because their football team or something like that. I don't know. But I always thought Tampa was like a total crap hole.
No, it was a very good. It was a
Even
very
I've
nice
never been
place.
there.
It was a very, very nice place. Very nice place. Very nice place. Very orderly. Very good. Very cool. Very cool. And hung out there. Went to the Turning Point USA Student Action Summit, where I listened to a bunch of speeches. The funny thing is, when I went there, it was all very spontaneous, you know. So it all started because I went on the because I had an interview with Matt Fred, Pints with Aquinas, because he invited me to his podcast. I went there and I thought, oh, this is good. This is going to be good. And I really loved the conversation that I had with him, by the way. He was a very good interviewer. And shortly after that came out, Charlie Kirk sent me a message on Twitter and was like, hey, I just saw your episode on Matt Fred, and I really want to have you on my podcast. So would you be able to come down? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. Yes. Okay. Yes, let's do it. Then I contact his producer. And as we're trying to figure out what to do, a friend of mine who was also an ex-Muslim, a Serbian-German ex-Muslim, told me he came to visit America. He's in Florida. He's going to go to that conference, Turning Point USA, and he wants me to come there as well. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Sounds like fun. So I sent Charlie a message and say, hey, I'm going to come to the conference, by the way. Would love to meet in person as well. And he saw the message after I sent it, but he never responded. And I thought, oh, okay, I guess he doesn't care. Then I get a call from his producer and his producer says, hey, Charlie just called me and he said he wants you on stage and he wants you at the event. I'm like, what? So I had no idea what was going on. And I agreed. And then they sent me this program of like, I am one of the speakers and I'm also supposed to record a podcast episode with Charlie Kirk. And I thought, wow, man, this is developing really, really fast. And all of that was like put into stone like a week before the whole event. And the funny thing is, they invited me there. I got my flights. I got everything ready. I went there. The day of the event, the day the conference starts, I arrived there. The next day, I'm supposed to speak. But that same evening, I'm also supposed to record a podcast episode with Charlie Kirk. On that day, nobody has told me what they want me to say on stage. All they did is they said, okay, you have 12 minutes time to speak on stage. What? I don't know. Charlie just wants you to speech on stage. Okay. So I did a little podcast episode which we recorded, which was only for members at the time, but which will be published on his channels in a few days or so.
So this is not out yet.
Yeah, no, it's not out yet. And
So this will be out on his channel in sometime soon.
Yes, exactly.
How long was that?
It was like maybe 30-40 minutes or so. I don't know.
Oh yeah, what did you guys talk about?
It was very cool. It was he basically once again there reiterated and said he recently became aware of me, and he thinks that Islam is a big problem that people are not talking about enough in America, and that the conservatives and Republicans are not talking about, and he thinks we should be talking about. And he said when he saw my podcast interview, he got encouraged to speak about this topic again, which makes me think, it wasn't that big of a deal to me. I mean, it was a good thing to sit down with Matt Frye to have that discussion. But these things that we do open up doors to really, really huge things that we want to accomplish and want to get rolling. So talking about Islam, countering Islam, this is something that that is a consequence of just that episode, for example. So what we did talk about there was he asked me a bunch of questions about what Muslims believe, what the Quran says.
Did you mention sex with prepubescent girls?
Yes.
Then your mission was accomplished, sir. Don't care what else you said.
He asked me if Muhammad was a warlord. What else is morally problematic? I said, well, he was a pedophile, and all that. So he was a rapist and a pedophile.
Oh, that.
Yeah. And then we also talked about what I suggest doing against Islam, how Western people can become more aware of it. And then we also talked lengthily about my conversion to Christianity, actually, which was also very good. So it was basically about why Islam is
basically
bad, why basically Islam is bad, and why basically Christianity is based. Basically, that's basically
cool.
what it was about. And yeah, that was really, really, really nice, man. But now I'm back. I couldn't really follow much that was going on. I was just my head was full with just trying to get that speech done and doing something.
So
big.
they never, up until you spoke, told you what to say?
No.
So wait, hang on. So after him seeing you on Matt Frad, he's like, okay, we'll give this guy 12 minutes unfiltered and can say whatever he wants, when you could have been like, I tricked you all.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's a lot of that's pretty cool.
In fact, until I gave the speech, nobody told me anything at all. They said I can send them things that I want to put on screen or something that I want to have in front of me. So what I did was that night I went to my hotel room. Until that night, I actually had a whole thing in my mind, like I'm going to give a brutal speech about Islam. After that conversation, I thought, okay, no, I'm scratching all of that. I'm gonna have some good introduction, a little bit lighthearted, a little bit relatable, but also really pointing out the really bad stuff that needs to be said. So I prepared just talking points, went there, did it, and seriously, nobody, despite the fact that there were Secretary of Defense is there, the Director of National Intelligence is there, all these people are there. The room is full with Secret Service and all that, and it's like really serious people are there, but nobody told me anything at all. They completely left it up to me to say whatever I want when I'm up there.
That's funny. And you're up on stage going, they're coming to kill you all. If you do not stop them, they're coming to kill you all. And they're all going.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I see a question. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet Hexef, but that would have been very difficult. I think he was the primary reason he spoke on that first day.
You could have just walked up to him and just flashed your tattoo at him.
Yeah, I wanted to show him my tattoo, man. Like, hey, look at that! I got the same tattoo, man.
Hey, he'd have been like, I see your tattoo. We want you in the Department of Defense.
Okay. We
want you to head up our new Department for Combating Islam wing.
But he's a very good speaker. I really loved his speech. But he is primarily, I think, one what all the Secret Service, all the security was there for, because he's the Secretary of Defense, and there was a lot of security there in the room.
But in a realer sense, we're kind of the real secretaries of defense.
That's true.
They're catching on to what we've known for many years and already been doing.
That's true. Really good speech, API. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really prayed and prepared and also asked for a few opinions on what would be best. Mostly just thought of it, but also took a few pieces of advice. I also did something funny, which was I saw that Laura Loomer was getting really, really pissed at Tucker Carlson and the speech that Tucker Carlson gave at the event. So I texted her and said, "Hey, is there anything you want me to say on stage? I'm going to be on stage tomorrow." And she's like, "Yes, call out Tucker Carlson's hypocrisy and also say that the Muslim Brotherhood should be designated as terrorist organization." I'm like, okay.
That was like the last thing you were saying before they told you you're out of time.
So I wrote it down and just did it. So, and people loved it. The whole, puts the Muslim Brotherhood on terrorist organization list. People loved that. People really, really loved that. So it was very good, man. It was very, very nice.
Someone is asking. You have a variety of questions over here which are relevant. Someone asked, "Did you get in a fist fight with Tucker?"
Yeah.
And someone was asking who you met. Where did that go? Someone a second ago asked who you met besides Charlie Kirk. So who did you actually meet down there?
Who did I meet down there?
Oh, and someone asked, did you mention Al Zut to Charlie Kirk?
Unfortunately, I did not. I wonder if
that would have been funny if he had. If he did an interview with you for 40 minutes and the entire thing was about Muhammad's meeting with the men of Al Zut.
Let me tell you about
and what we can learn about this for dealing with the Epstein scandal.
I actually, to be very honest, I don't think I met a single one of the speakers that were there. I don't think I actually interacted with any of the speakers. And the reason for that would be on the first day, I was just completely focused on my own speech that I'm going to give. I wanted to make it as good as possible. And which is kind of a shame because I really wanted to have a conversation with Michael Knowles. And I didn't even meet him.
Well, now that you're going to be on Charlie Kirk, that Michael Knowles is going to be like, "Hey, this guy's based. Let me get him on."
I didn't meet any of those people, but I met a bunch of like politicians, people from the European Parliament. Lots of like politicians were there. Met some sponsors of the event, which was kind of funny. Like a bunch of rich people came to me after I was done. After I was done, I was
the Rothschilds.
After I was done, I could I went to where all the sponsors and the executives are, and lots of people came up to me, like millionaires, like, "Hey, really good speech. I really like this, and I'm following you now." And I was like, "Okay, if you follow me, give me money." No, I didn't.
Yeah. So. Hey, need to let those guys follow you for a while, and then at some point,
I will introduce them to Al Zut.
Yeah, at some point, yeah, you introduce them to. Don't actually introduce them to Al Zut. Introduce them to the topic, the issue.
Okay.
Yeah, unless they're into that sort of thing, which they may be because they're rich, and these guys are into all kinds of weird stuff nowadays. But
stop insulting my sponsors, man.
Yeah, so they'll be talking to you one day. "Well, you do great work, and then all you got to do is say, "If only I had it." Yeah, it's good that you all got to know me through that Matt Fradd interview. I just wish I had a studio like his instead of just, my little tiny room with a computer in front of it. If only I had this awesome studio, I could really do amazing work. And they'll be like, "This is all you need. It's money. Here's money. Take all the money. Build this greatest studio ever."
It's funny. Very, very good. It's very good stuff. I also met some high representatives of Rumble who were there. But did I tell the story? Did I say what happened with Myron? I tweeted about it. I didn't really say much about it.
So you run into Myron down there. I didn't see him on the speaking list. He's not on the speaking list. What's he doing there?
He wasn't invited. So
he just shows up.
No, he somebody else invited him. Somebody else who was at the event invited him. So
Probably
Sean
Tucker.
Kelly, who is a show host who has a show called Digital Social Hour, which has 1 million subscribers. He was there at the event, and he had also invited me to be on his show. He's like this guy who became a crypto rich guy, and then he just for fun started out a podcast channel, which he has on here, but on Instagram I think he has like 12 million followers or something, which is pretty messed up. But he invited.
Look, he's got Billy Carson up there, man.
Yeah, I know. He
Some of
also
the other
had.
guys. That looks like Phil Hellmuth, the poker player. That looks like Howie Mandel.
He also had Andrew Tate on here, but here it is. He published it immediately. He actually invited Myron to interview him and also to have a debate with Destiny. And
get nuclear weapons like
Myron versus Destiny.
I saw Myron, also known as Amru Fudl, and I went up to him and I reminded him that we still are supposed to have a debate. And at first it was like I go up to him and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Myron? You know who I am, right?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Yes, you do, man. You reviewed a whole thing that I did, and you even talked about me live and said that I challenged you to a debate, which you kind of wanted to accept." And he's like, "Oh yeah, you're that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy." So I said, "So what's with the debate? Are we doing it or not?" And he's like, "Oh, no, I don't want to do that debate because it's going to be taken down by you. YouTube will take it down." And I'm like, YouTube will take it down, but Rumble will not take it down.
Oh, hang on. And isn't that the one? Is that the one that Cameron Bertuzzi agreed to host?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't get it. You could simulcast. Cameron could host it. He's the one who's taken the risk of a video getting taken down, but you also simultaneously put it on Rumble, and then he's not taking any risk. It's not going to screw up his channel if he's worried about it getting taken down on YouTube because it would be on a different channel. And then regardless, it would be on Rumble. That sounds like a cop out.
Yes.
That sounds like Myron is absolutely terrified. But if he's terrified, why is he making this stupid face on this video? And two, this is what I don't get. If he's really terrified, why would he be debating Destiny? Because he should be terrified of Destiny.
That's true. But Amru Fudl, so I went up to him and I said, "Hey, Rumble is not going to take it down. They will not take down a debate about the Holocaust. Are you stupid or something?" And he's like, "No, they will take it down too because then the media will jump in and they will censor me." I'm like, "Dude,
no, they don't. They're YouTube as someone who's dealt with YouTube for a long time of them taking stuff down and false strikes and stuff like that. I have to say, they're way less quick to take down a debate because they understand if someone in here is saying something horrible, there's also someone responding to them, and we don't want to take down the person.
We don't need to speculate because I actually went up to the Rumble guys and I said to him, "Hey, what's up, guys? So Myron is over there, and he basically just told me after I asked him for a debate that you guys would take a debate about the Holocaust down if we did it. Would you take it down, yes or no?" The Rumble guys are like, "Are you kidding me? We would promote it. We would put it on our front page. We wouldn't take it down." And I'm like, "Oh, sure. Are you sure?" So if I go to Myron right now and say they will not take it down, they will promote it. Is that fine with you guys? Yeah, please do it. Please do it. Let's host it. Let's put it on our front page. Okay. So I go over to Myron. This is the next day. I go over to Myron after the prior day. I challenged him again, and then I made a tweet about him saying that he gave me a bunch of excuses. So the next day I made Rumble. Then I go up to Myron again, and I go to him like this. Look, I go to him like this. I put my fist up, like, "Hey, what's up?" And he just looks at my fist like this. And I still hold it up. I'm like, "What? Aren't you going to greet me?" And he's like, "No."
He's like,
"No."
He's like, "That fist looks a little intimidating. I don't want to mess with this guy."
He's like, "No, because I saw what you posted about me, and honestly, I don't want to talk to you anymore."
What a dork and a coward, man.
And what I
What a
posted
dork.
about
I
him,
don't get it. If you don't want to debate, just say, I don't want to debate. I'm not interested. Or I think you'll crush me or something like that. Not, oh no, I can't because I'm worried about it being taken down.
and what I posted about him was something as simple as this here. Here it is. So I just asked Myron Gaines, Amru Fadl, to debate me. He gave me a line of excuses. Funny guy. Apparently, he was really upset about this.
These guys are really, really sensitive and fragile, man.
He was really upset by this, man.
Can you imagine us over all these years? We'll kill you. We'll rape your wife. We'll do this stuff we deal with, and they can't handle this.
So he said, no, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And honestly, I don't want you coming up and talking to me. And I'm like, dude, I didn't lie or anything.
I will call the cops on you if you don't stop harassing me.
Said,
you're bullying me.
I just talked to Rumble. They said they will promote it, so let's do it. You deny the Holocaust, you make horrible points, you talk trash about people who have suffered and so on. At least have the guts to have a debate on this. And he's like, no, I will not have a debate with you. Who are you? Who do you think you are? And I said, well, it sounds to me like you're scared, Myron. I said. And then he starts shouting at me like, oh, F you, get away from me, F you. You're nobody. You're nobody. You're nobody. When I go live,
tell the truth about me to my face.
When my name is out there, I get so many views. When my name is out there, everybody's watching. Who are you? You are nobody. You are nobody. I get much more clicks and views than you. You're a nobody. Why would I debate with you? And I start laughing, and then he gets even angry.
Wait, so you're not exaggerating? He was actually doing that?
Yes, I'm serious.
What a dork. How did you not record that, man? What is wrong with you?
Bad about the fact that I didn't record it, man.
You just didn't know it was gonna.
I didn't know it was
going
gonna
off like that.
I didn't know it was going to escalate like that. You know?
That would have been some YouTube gold right there. Myron Gaines loses it when AP crushes and humiliates him.
Like, you're nobody. You're nobody. Get away from me. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Who are you? I get views. You don't get any views. Everybody knows my name. And then I say to him, earlier I was on stage and spoke here on stage. Did you speak on stage? And
What, you said that?
Yes.
Oh man, you burnt that dude up.
He shouts at me and shouts and shouts. Eventually I started walking away, and then just saying, yeah, you're a pathetic loser and a liar. That's what you are. You're a coward. You are a coward, giant coward. And he keeps shouting at me. So I went away. Later on, long after, like hours later, I come back and speak to the people that were around us. And they tell me, dude, what a crazy thing that happened between you guys. He actually talked about you for like half an hour after you left.
You left, you're gone, you're chilling in your room, and he's down there. He ain't nothing. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I'm Myron Gaines. I know how to get a bunch of girls with boobs on the camera. He doesn't know how to get boobs on the camera.
So weird. And you know, I really do not care about this bastard. And I really think there is no value at all in having a proper conversation with this guy. The only reason that I wanted to push this bastard for a debate is that this bastard goes and tells lies to thousands and thousands of people and then runs like a little coward when he's challenged on them, because he lies about people who were mass murdered. Because I want to put him in his place. He has no single ounce of respectable quality. He has nothing. He is nothing. He's a little scumbag. And I wanted to simply make that very clear and make a demonstration, make an example out of him. That's all this is. But he's too scared for that.
Everything you just said, you could have said about Jake Shields as well. So I'm guessing they're similar in the sense that, oh yes, here we're saying this dumb thing and we will debate anybody on this. And then you say, okay, let's debate. And they go, well, no, because it'll get taken down. And no, I'd have to travel, or no this or no that.
And I got, and I had my friend Irfan Pizzi from Germany, who is a former Al-Qaeda guy, with me. And he was standing there. And for the next 2 days, he's like, man, why didn't we record this? Why wasn't I recording it? But it's fine. I experienced it personally, and I'm very happy about it. It would have made for some fantastic content.
It would have forever.
But whatever, whatever. I think everybody should ask him about it.
Yeah, everyone, be sure to if you're interacting with Myron Gaines, be sure to ask him why he's running from apostate prophet and why he made a complete fool of himself at Turning Point USA Student Action Summit, and why he was there when he wasn't even a speaker, and he's already old, and this is for students, and he's already an old pervert man. Is he looking for some new girls to recruit for OnlyFans or something? Like, what's he doing there?
This is so funny. I was just gonna give a shout out to my friend Irfan Pizzi that I hung out with, who was also there. The funny thing is, when I Google him, it says German extremist.
That's your buddy.
It's because it says that for some reason, because this guy, so he's a Serbian ex-Muslim guy. His family was, I think, of Muslim background. There are some Serbians who are from Muslim backgrounds, but he was he lived in Germany most of his life, and in Germany he actually became the Al-Qaeda head of propaganda and all that, and was in charge of recruiting people and stuff, until the German intelligence cracked down and caught him in the act and locked him up for a year or so. And in prison he left Islam and wanted to get out and live his life, but then German intelligence said, hey, hold up. Don't just live your life. Do something better. Come and work for us and publicly continue as if you were still an extremist. And he was like, okay. So he continued for, I think, like a year or two undercover for German intelligence, working with Al-Qaeda recruitment and all that, and helping them prevent quite a few things here and there.
It is funny that it says German extremist, because remember how hard it was for you to get into Israel?
Yeah.
When they're like looking you up and looking up your social media and stuff like this. But next time you go, they'll go to look you up and they'll say, oh, here's him with Irfan Pecci. Who's Irfan? But wait, German extremist.
The funny thing.
Wait a minute. So this is German extremist, and this other guy grew up in Germany. Oh my goodness. This is a whole Al-Qaeda, plot.
The thing is, he told me I was actually surprised that they just let me into America and they didn't even like question me or anything. Apparently, what probably happened is that German intelligence, after he worked for them, cleared him and all that, so that he can now just travel around and all that. That is very likely what happened here. But very good guy. Alhamdulillah. So anyway, David,
Amru Fuddle sounds like Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd?
Elmer Fudd, man. Do you not know who Elmer Fudd is?
No.
Just look up Elmer Fudd, man. Look up a picture. It's a Bugs Bunny character. But the name looks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It looks like a foreign language version of Elmer Fudd. Amru Fuddle.
How do I not know this name, man? I watched Bugs Bunny when I was a child.
Dude, I mean, how do you not put his picture right beside Elmer Fudd and put Amru Fuddle, Elmer Fudd?
I should.
And screenshot that, because if you ever want to make a thumbnail with that guy, that's a good face.
I should indeed. I'm going to take a look at Charlie Kirk and what he very Islamophobically says about certain things here. But before that, I want to take a few super chats here. Valencia Gabe said, AP, why are you always late? Do you know what that smells like? Yes, I do. Yo, AP, how big was Tucker's Zabiba and Myron's? So I couldn't measure it. I wasn't close up enough. Unfortunately, Myron doesn't have a Zabiba, which is also probably why he didn't deserve any of my respect. With Tucker Carlson, I couldn't see it because he was too far away. Hope that helps. Nuclear Savior, do y'all think Momo may have been demon possessed? Yes. Anything may have been.
May have been, yes.
Okay. Unapologetic Apologist says, "Hey AP, I've been following you for a long time, and it was truly amazing watching you boldly proclaim your faith on such a large platform after you were an atheist for so long. God is good." Thank you. I appreciate that. It is getting more and more. It is getting easier. There are still times right now, honestly. This is kind of the thing. Like, I hesitate and I don't do certain things because they feel awkward to do. But I guess I can admit that now that it comes up. Like sometimes I want to say something that is in line with my my newfound religious beliefs, but then I suppress them and don't say them because it feels kind of awkward. After like 10 years of, whatever I did. But I'm very happy that I actually did that in front of thousands of people, and how people really appreciated that as well. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. It's a good thing.
That would be cool if you like blew up, man.
Like literally?
No.
Oh.
No. I mean, I always, well, not always, but I tend to think in terms of great ironies, right? Like, remember several years ago, Mohammed Hijab said, "I'm going to go after all your wives. I will target all your wives." And then it's ultimately his wife who completely wrecks him and destroys him. You know what I mean? Like the irony, right? The irony. And then his wife now is talking to various people to expose him. In fact, don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but just recorded a video with her. Just have to edit that. That'll be out. That'll be out soon. So anyway, but that sort of that sort of crazy irony there. But then the other thing is, just remember, there was a period of like 3 years when all they did was try to get on every popular show and podcast so that they could spread their lies faster than we could expose and correct their lies. Wouldn't it be hilarious if then you're on all these shows and stuff exposing Islam and that was like their plot? You know what I mean?
That would be very funny.
That was their plan. That was their plan. Get on every show and explain how Islam is wonderful and it's a solution to all the problems. And they wanted to be on all the conservative podcasts and so on. And they were begging. They actually got on a couple. It would be hilarious if you ended up being the one on all these shows and podcasts and stuff.
It's funny because we like they try really hard and we're not really trying. So
that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like what they tried and they did as part of like this organized plot for years. What they tried to do, you didn't try to do, and all of a sudden, boom, but you get the same result. That's kind of funny, man.
It is funny. It is very funny. It is very funny. It's a very funny. It's a very funny. Wait a minute. So I thought about what you just said of blowing up. That if I blew up, so I tried it out and to see what happens here. Let's see. I didn't watch it myself yet. What's happening? Hey, that wasn't a good explosion, man. What is this?
That wasn't terrible.
Yeah, could be better. What's my face? This is so retarded.
Pretty terrible.
Yes. Take beer. Did you see people walk out during Qatar's Tucker speech? Come get your Mekmuta special with promo code APUSA. I did it. I saw it in person, and I also, when Tucker Carlson gave a speech and he spoke about certain things, but there was a part where he started getting into this really dumb line of conspiracy and all about Israel and all that. And this is the funny thing. When Tucker started degenerating during his speech and going all about, Israel and Israel is behind everything, the people in the audience got like noticeably and visibly disturbed. And Turning Point USA didn't like it. Charlie Kirk didn't like it. The organizers didn't like it. The sponsors didn't like it. The audience didn't like it, which is very funny. because at this point, it almost seems like when you go on X on Twitter, right? It seems like it is a popular narrative that when somebody like Tucker Carlson starts attacking Israel on stage, that people will stand up and will be like, "Yeah, speaking the truth. Yeah, we're all with you." That's what it looks like because of the distorted image of the public perception on social media. In real life, at a conservative event, it's not quite like that. It's not quite like that. People didn't like what Tucker Carlson did. And so many people told me the very same thing. So I'm actually glad to see that. And I also kind of used my little time that I had to call him out without mentioning his name. Alhamdulillah.
Very rude.
Mosh Cohen says, been away for a while. Hope all is well with you. Dizzle, I've been using UC so many times, and in one case, another reservist lit up. Is that David Wood?
Funny.
Very, very nice. I challenged some friends to do a foot race in the Mojave a few days ago. I finished last. They beat me in the desert. Dumb person. Hey, dumb person, what's up? Dumb person says, time for Diddy Wood to get clocked in the jaw. What is this? That's what dumb person said. Proud of you, says Abu Baker. AP praying for you. Dawood, blessings. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Randy from prison converted psycho. David Wood, atheist, Buddhist. What? Buddhist, the Divi wife, and thousands of Muslims, and he had no clue. Most incredible testimony. This is true. It all goes back to that person. All of it. Christopher Killen, you two should know about this. The show called The Story Keepers is an animated show about a group of Christians being persecuted by Rome in 64 AD by Nero. I don't know anything about it. Story Keepers? David, have you ever heard of Story Keepers?
No.
Story Keepers. Story Keepers. We'll check it out. One of the challenges, AP and Dawood, is that there are so-called moderate Muslims in the conservative movement who are there for tax policy and defense. Well, they must have felt really uncomfortable during my speech. So
it is an ongoing issue that's part of the reason that people who are involved in politics do not want to tackle Islam. You do not want to. You don't want to alienate. You don't want to alienate potential voters. They never do, but
the people. That is true, and it is a problem that we also encountered in Israel, for example, and that when I was in Israel for the first time, I actually kind of understood, because so we encountered this dilemma, and we talked about that when we were there. We talked about it after we came back, but David and I obviously are very, very hardcore against Islam and called it out in all its forms and all that. Then when we went to Israel, we repeatedly encountered this whole thing from Israeli Jews of being a little bit careful with that and a little bit protective of Islam sometimes even saying things like, but is Islam really the problem? I mean, aren't good Muslims and this and this and that? And the first time I was surprised, the second time I was surprised, the third time I was surprised, and slowly I decided to get it because they are trying to somehow make peace with the Muslim population in Israel. And we are here to just brutally shoot at Islam. And it's difficult to handle those two things. Right?
No question. And so, like Israel, I would recommend they keep doing things the way they should. I would say the government needs to be careful. Individuals who can expose Islam in Israel should do that, should use their speaking ability and social media platforms to expose Islam. But I think the politicians are making the right choice. You do have a ton of Muslims in Israel. You don't want to alienate the entire population.
It is real. Yeah. Ash May is AP Kenobi. Charlie, did I ever tell you about Al-Zut? David Wood, if you tell JP you're a primary psychopath to develop a moral compass through Christianity, you'll get an interview for sure. Gonzalo Cunar. Hey, David, you were always trying to get an interview with Jordan Peterson, right? You should try this angle.
Guys, when have you ever seen me try to get an interview with anyone? The people I want to talk to, I would just invite to join me, and I wouldn't even invite someone like Jordan Peterson, because it's like you have way bigger platforms that you can speak in,
But
you could speak on. And so the idea here is Jordan Peterson might want to talk to me, and that'll, if he ever wants to talk to me, then we'll run into each other at some point.
but the people, I know you don't want to do it. Here's a follow-up. See, you were too quick to judge. I know you don't want to do it, but we want to hear it, and we'll give you access to his audience to do it, to fight Slam. Also, tell AP to unmute me.
AP, unmute him, man. What the heck?
No, I'm not unmuting anybody. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if I unmuted you, then I unmuted you. If I muted you, then I muted you. Crazy spot to talk about what's going on with the Druze right now. There are some developments with the Druze. I haven't really followed the story, but I have also been, I don't know if Rebecca is here, but also been added to a group of people reporting, of Druze people reporting of certain atrocities that are happening.
It's not looking good, man. Not looking good. Looks like the jihadis in Syria are turning on the Druze.
Yeah, so there was a video going around of jihadis bragging about killing Druze. There is this report which says Syrian regime forces executed Druze civilians. Reports say adopted brutal tactics. Syrian government has declared a ceasefire, but deadly clashes continue in the Suwaida province between Druze fighters and Bedouin groups who are aided by President al-Sharrah's regime forces, and more than 200 have been killed. Regime soldiers were sent to calm the situation, but are accused of involvement in atrocities against the Druze, abuses, burning of houses, and even executions of civilians. Israel attacked Syrian regime targets to aid the Druze. Yeah, Israel has been conducting airstrikes against those who are going against the Druze in Syria to protect the Druze, because they have had this long commitment to, if something happens to the Druze, Israel will step in and defend them and protect them. But the extent to which they can do that right now is very limited. And you don't want to fight with the new Syria and all that and mess with regional issues even more. There are some reports that what's their name? That America stepped in and said, Israel, police don't do this. Police don't do anything anymore, or something like that. Not sure if that's true. Do you know anything about it, David?
No, we probably need to get someone who knows something on here to break everything down as it's happening, because looks like a bad situation.
Look like a bad situation.
And it runs a risk of just having a situation where the government is kindly saying, hey, everyone, we're on your side. We get along with everyone. Yes, we're not the terrorists we once were. We're reformed. And we don't agree with all these terrorists who are going around killing all the Christians and the Jews and every, all the Shias and so on. It's basically the situation in Nigeria, right? You've got the government of Nigeria. They don't do anything to stop the jihadis. And so it makes it look like they're either scared of dealing with the jihadis or they're working with the jihadis to wipe out Christians. That's what it looks like there. But that's it's a dangerous situation where you've got people being wiped out and the government's going, but we're not doing it. It's someone else doing it, and we can't stop them. Like, you could end up with the exact same dynamic in Syria, and that would be bad, really bad.
Pretty bad. So David, I actually came up with a song earlier. I was thinking about it during my flight, when I was on my flight back, and I thought about Mohammed Hijab and his handlings with the women, the hotel wives. And at the same time, I was thinking about Biggie songs. And then I thought in my head, hey, maybe I should create a song in the style of a Biggie song, otherwise known as Notorious B.I.G. song, with a woman singing the hook, and with Mohammed Hijab's voice basically telling the story of how he handles his secret hotel wives. And With your permission, I want you to listen to part of it and tell me if it's any good. Are you okay with that?
1 second. The man on the left is Amru Fuddle, who changed his name to Myron Gaines. The man on the right is Elmer Fudd. Know the difference. All right, that's how I spent my last 10 minutes. I was listening, but I was making this. I think anyone with AI could make a much better picture comparison, but I just took 2 pictures of them and put them side by side and put their names.
Well, here is my art and AI combined together to create something.
Yo, I see you looking at me. Want to learn more about Islam? You came to the right man.
All he needs is a picture of hijab the entire time.
I step in the scene, Kufi low, Toba dragon, voice deep like the east. Got the Dawa packing, talk Dean, sweet sheen, slick with the pitch, saying Polygenie's peace while I plot on a switch. Zoom calls, fake Wallace, burner in the clutch. No more, no plan, just a soft girl to touch. Tell her keep it hush, don't involve your dad. Quote her hadith, make it sound not bad. She say you sure this legit? I'm not real slow, girl. This a hard, but did this, now let's go. Hotel room prayers, fake party glow. Then I vanish like gin, leave her out in the snow.
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. You say la ilaha illallah, la ilaha. Baby, make me say la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah.
Yo, ain't no contract, no doc, no chain on me, just a voice and a vibe, and some third-party deans say it's halal. Sis, don't stress, don't trip. Meanwhile, I'm preaching, plotting my next quick flip. Text at midnight, you up, then gone by dawn. Whole setup, cleaner than a Saudi lawn. No fam, no plan, just tricks and talk. And when she cry, I say fear God and walk. Yo, I made the system, hijab with a code. She begging for rights, I hate ghost mode. Got scholars in fear, got silence, bought, call it Sharia. But if scam, I taught.
Might have to spell Sharia differently so it knows.
Yeah.
Baby, make me say la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah.
Now she go crying, try on the scene. I'm out here posting clips with my Dawa team. Swear on the Lord, then delete the proof. Twist the facts like I twist the truth. She crazy obsessed. I spin on the low while she's sitting with texts that I hope won't show. Got voice notes, threats, got the sheik shook too. I say it's all lies, they believe me too. But deep down, bruv, I know what's next. One day this whole game gonna cash that check. Till then I rock robes, give talks, play wise, while sisters like Aisha get fed more lies.
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah.
Make me say,
la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah.
make me say,
la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah.
What do you think?
Pretty dope and fly. Needs a couple minor corrections and so on, but yeah, this shouldn't be one of those things where you like come up with a song and then you release it a year and a half later. You know what I mean? This is time sensitive. Like Zabiba, as much of a banger as that is, it's not a time sensitive thing. The hijab stuff is time sensitive, man. Time sensitive. So I would make a couple of fixes, like with the Sharia, and see if someone can animate it or something like this. If AI can do it to make his little voice minute, put a little hat on him, little hat, maybe some shades or something like that. And
I was thinking maybe
if someone can't animate it, just have the picture of him up there. Just have a picture of him up there, and maybe have his head bobbing.
I was actually thinking that I could that somebody could play Mohammed Hijab, and we could just do like a live action music video of
the
him
dude's like
walking
6'8" and like a
into hotel
gorilla.
rooms, into
Does
hotel
anyone
rooms.
have a silverback gorilla who can play Mohammed Hijab in the music video?
We could
No,
have
dude,
him-
hey, how awesome would that be if you had a giant silverback gorilla with a big beard and he's the one spitting the rhymes in the video and you AI the crap out of that?
That's a good idea. But it has to be like him walking outside, going into hotel rooms, then women in hijabs dancing to the beat and all that. It's a pretty good
Hey,
watch.
if the AI stuff can make cartoons, which I don't see why it couldn't, get Grape Ape from Grape Ape and Beagly, and just have Grape Ape walking into a hotel with like a mask on.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I also have another song that I'm currently working on here. That one is a little bit less appropriate, but it sounds kind of like this.
But the people are retarded. 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 But the people are retarded. But the people are retarded. But the people are retarded. But people are retarded.
I thought that could be a very good song to put up, to have like a compilation of Dawa guys saying stupid things with this song playing or something. I don't know. What do you think? That's how I've been spending my time traveling.
Needs a little more, man. Needs a little more.
It continues. I just stopped it.
I'm just saying, he says more stuff that could be incorporated in the song.
Anyway. Oh man, that goes hard. It does. It's pretty good. That's how I've been spending my time while traveling, with these very stupid ideas, or also called very good ideas. Mosh Cohen, CIA actively collecting dirt on American politicians ever since Watergate. Carlson, Epstein was Mossad. LOL, this guy is a gift that never ends. The funny thing is, during his speech, Tucker Carlson actually said that we're just asking. We're just asking if Israel is behind it or not. Why won't they answer? It's just a yes or no. Why won't they answer this question?
And that dude did, Dan.
And then Naftali Bennett said, so here's the answer. Israel has absolutely nothing to do with this, and we are sick of this being said, and so on.
And then Tucker goes, why are you threatening me? Why are you threatening me? Look, he's threatening me. The Jews are threatening me. Israel's threatening me.
There is no ounce of honesty in this guy. Drew Trevor, I was going to see you, but it's $350 for average people. Instead, I sent you a message on X that I knew you wouldn't have a chance to see. Yeah, I even I thought there might be a chance to see people and all that, but then there really was nothing. So I was meant to see at least a few people or gather, but then it didn't work out. Inshallah, next time when there's something less brutal going on. Dawood, how's the buzz of the Ohio conference? How's the buzz of the Ohio conference, Dawood?
Oh, I don't know. Just shared the little promo video. AP, you should share the promo video, man.
What promo video?
For your peeps. So your peeps see it. L has a promo video. You should share the promo video.
I shall do so.
Matter of fact, you're in the promo video.
I am.
Yes, you're in the promo video.
Why am I in the promo video?
Because you're the hero of conservatives. We think, oh, maybe Tucker Carlson will show up now.
Oh, that makes sense. I will share it. Michael James, Tucker Carlson just asked questions. AP answered them. I'm just asking questions. I'm not taking any sides. I'm just curious. Can't we answer these? Can't we ask these questions?
Here's what's crazy, man, about the whole him. I think he's what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein is a agent of Mossad. And that's why the government's covering it up, because Mossad got so much dirt on important American people that they can destroy all these people, and therefore they're successful. And now the American government has to keep it hushed up because Mossad has all this dirt on everyone. And here's the thing. You know what? that is an explanation that would actually account for why people are like, yes, let's release the Epstein files. And then 5 minutes later, oh, what? Epstein files? What? There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. And all these people who've been calling it out for years, as soon as they get the power to actually expose this stuff, suddenly go quiet, like someone is making them be quiet. So who is making them be quiet? Well, if Mossad had all this powerful info that could just destroy American politics, well, that would do it, by golly. But here's the thing. What's your evidence that that is the case? Because you can say the same thing if China has all this.
China.
If Epstein was working for China, or if Epstein was working for Putin, or if Epstein was working for anyone, or if Epstein was just doing it all himself so that he could get out of bad situations if he needed to, and so he kept all this dirt on people. Any of those explanations fit. So why would you think it's the Jews, unless you just think, well, they're the most likely to do something like this? But here's the thing. I think you actually have, if you're just allowed to say, hey, this would account for things, people should be shouting from the rooftops that Tucker Carlson is paid by Qatar or Russia or Iran, because it looks like that. You wonder, hey, why did this guy who, has been a journalist for all these years, why is he like spouting all this Russian propaganda and this Iranian propaganda and so on? Why is he doing it all? And guess what? If you're just doing the same thing, hey, I don't have any solid evidence or solid proof that this is what's going on, according to him, not according to me, according to him, you could just speculate and then roll with the speculation and just say, hey, I'm asking questions. Okay, so everyone should be doing that with Tucker, because we're trying to figure out why he's promoting every single evil, disgusting ideology that's trying to destroy the West right now. And that would account for it. He's working for one of these groups. So I think I think you'd have a better case for saying Tucker is being paid by Qatar than you would Jeffrey Epstein was working for Mossad or something like that.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Here is former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said, as a former Israeli Prime Minister, with the Mossad having reported directly to me, I say to you with 100% certainty, or otherwise known as certainty, the accusation that Jeffrey Epstein somehow worked for Israel or the Mossad running a blackmail ring is categorically and totally false. Epstein's conduct, both the criminal and the merely despicable, had nothing whatsoever to do with the Mossad or the state of Israel. Epstein never worked for the Mossad. This accusation is a lie being peddled by prominent online personalities such as Tucker Carlson, pretending they know things they don't. They just make things up, say it with confidence, and these lies stick because it's Israel. There's a vicious wave of slander and lies against my country and my people, and we just won't take it anymore.
Oh, that's what he took as the threat. We just won't take it anymore. So you're saying that you're going to kill me. You're going to kill me for this. You're not going to take it anymore. You're going to murder me.
And he literally, you just won't take it anymore? Instead of issuing threats on social media, threats. Where's the threat? Why don't you sit down for a rational interview on Jeffrey Epstein's ties to the Israeli government? We'll reach out to your office this morning, is what he said. The threat is because he said, we just won't take it anymore.
Man, Tucker, there's a song called We're Not Going to Take It Anymore. Don't hear that, because that will be the deadliest song ever, according to Tucker Carlson. No, think about this. It's people like Tucker have been saying this for a while, and so have a bunch of others. They keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it. The government of Israel doesn't say anything about it, because they're like, why are we going to respond to every person who says anything online? And finally they say, okay, fine, we're going to respond to it. We're not going to take it anymore. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me?
Is that a threat?
Keep in mind, this is the guy who is willing to reinterpret every single thing Andrew Tate ever said.
Yes.
But hey, we're not taking this anymore. That's a threat. It's a threat. It's a threat to kill him.
And let's see. I don't think I have put down any of these videos or these clips, but in the actual clip, during his actual speech, what he actually said is that Israel actually will not answer the question. Oh yeah, here. Look at this here.
And hateful, the conversation actually becomes. And hateful, the conversation actually becomes. So I think it's better just to say it right out loud. Did this happen? And of course, that question has been asked to the government of Israel, and their answer is, we're not going to tell you. And I think our answer should be, no. As long as we're sending you money, if you were committing crimes on our soil, we have an absolute right to know, did you do this or not? And yet everybody has been so brainwashed into thinking that's somehow an expression of hate or bigotry, when it's not. It's a baseline question that every U.S. citizen has a right.
So,
Yo, you can actually see kind of the wisdom in ignoring stuff and not responding, because here's the thing. If he says they won't respond, they won't answer, they won't respond. Oh my goodness, why won't they respond? And then they respond, liar. In other words, if you're already convinced that they're doing this, them saying they're not doing it does not change.
So he says, we ask Israel and Israel doesn't respond. Israel then literally responds. And he then, well, why are you threatening me? There really is no point at all in trying to have a reasonable conversation with this guy.
This dude is the white male Candace Owens.
This is so ridiculous. What's up, Infidel Noodle? Infidel Noodle, how are you doing? Hope everything is okay with you. Always good to see you here. Shout out to Infidel Noodle. Ocho Kazbi says, have you seen Candace's Nick Fuentes interview? He insulted her mixed race kids, dismissed her opinion as a woman to her face. She did not push back. I didn't see the interview. I didn't really have time to engage with that at all. And it's very difficult for me to convince myself to watch the two most insufferable people in the world talk to each other.
We might have to do it anyway. How long is the stupid interview? Because I also have mixed race kids, so I'd have said something.
But I only saw a little clip earlier today where he was apparently really angry at her. And
well, that's good.
And he called her dumb. I'm not sure how bad the language here is. So language alert. It's Nick Fuentes.
Language alert. This is a good Christian channel now, but we're bringing on Nick Fuentes, aka Super Potty Mouth Hitler.
Yeah.
It's like all these people, all these fucking people, and by that I don't mean black people. I mean
couldn't go 4 seconds, huh? Couldn't go 4 seconds, Nick. F-bomb in 4 seconds.
If he wasn't such a horrible person, he would actually be funny.
I have to say he's funny, even though he's a horrible person. It would be better if he were funny and not a horrible, evil person.
And I don't mean black people, he says. Gosh.
And I definitely don't mean Mexicans, because I'm Mexican, as was revealed when I was asked if I'm a white supremacist.
People, conservatives, I think honestly a lot of them are dumb, and all they know how to do is just the fucking talking points. I'm trying to give her a real critique here. I said, look, we're in the middle of a war. Let's talk about issues. You want to talk about text messages? This isn't good stuff. She goes, oh, you're playing a victim. Oh, you all you do is complain and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you just had even the slightest amount of humility, you would understand what I'm saying. If you have the slightest amount of humility or empathy.
This guy talks about humility and empathy.
Yeah.
Empathy or anything like that.
Empathy.
Well, dude, here's the situation. It's like,
This
but
tiny
he's talking about Candace Owens, so he could say anything about how evil she is and it makes sense, but it's coming from a dude who is also like horrible and evil. It's a weird situation. Either one of them could say anything they want about the other, and I'd be like, yeah, probably true. Weird situation.
Yeah, what war? There is no war going on, man.
So full of yourself and entitled, you would kind of get where I'm coming from here, but you're incapable of that, obviously. And it was even true in the debate. In the debate, we're talking about interracial marriages. And I said, can you understand why someone would value their race? And she goes, no, because I'm in an interracial marriage. I'm like, yeah, I know that. But can you step outside of yourself and see it from another person's perspective? No. And it was borderline. It was like a combination of total stuck up bitch, but also a combination of I did eat breakfast this morning. It's like literally the worst of both worlds. The worst of conceited, passive aggressive bitch but I did eat dinner last night come together for just like the most obtuse, unpleasant, rude experience that I've ever had.
Why does he keep bringing up Diddy though?
I don't know.
Everything is like Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. Why? Just because she used to hang out with Diddy?
Yeah. Fuentes on Candace Owens. I think she's full of shit. I think she's a bitch. I think she's a hypocrite. I feel like I'm talking to an idiot. That's funny. So you have one of the worst people alive talking to one of
I can't deal with Candace Owens because she's too messed up.
talking to one of the dumbest people alive and one of the worst people alive as well. That sounds like a very, very good meetup, man. Wow.
Hey, where?
Look at his tiny little hands, man.
Hang on, where is this? I'm looking. I don't see it on her channel.
Look at his tiny hands.
Oh, he does have little tiny hands.
Yeah.
Little fragile hands. No wonder. So he couldn't do anything else in life because his tiny little doll hands, and so decided to become a Nazi. No, wait. Hey, anyone know where that video is? Because I'm on her channel right now and I don't see it.
I think you can find the whole thing on Twitter somewhere and on Rumble. Probably Rumble.
All right.
I doubt you would have put that on YouTube because
I get it because it's Nick Fuentes, and they know with two massive racists arguing, they're gonna get banned.
Yeah. You have Nick Fritos together with Blittler. It doesn't work out. Let's see. Cookie Cookter Carlson is an evil liar profiting from propaganda for America's enemies. TPUSA. Let's give him the spotlight. Followers over morality, huh? Hey, stop dissing Turning Point USA. Turning Point USA did a very, very good thing this year, which humanity will
getting Tucker Carlson to come up and say that the U.S. government is hiding the Epstein list because of Mossad.
No,
that's the good thing they did. That's this good thing.
No, they put me on
what's
stage.
next year? Have Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes and Jake Shields out there sharing their theories?
No, they put me on stage, which is a great service to humanity that humankind will not forget for generations. So, there you go.
Hey, I am on her Candace's YouTube channel. There is a disturbing number of her a disturbing percentage of her videos are about Bridget Macron being a man. What?
Can you imagine that's the legacy you have? That's your legacy. Like your
Yeah.
legacy is that you spent so much of your freaking time as a supposedly credible journalist trying to make the point that that Macron's wife is a man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, suppose you, I mean, I've never I've never looked into it, but I've never cared. I'm like, why would anyone else care? But suppose she spends the next 5 years trying to convince the world that Bridget Macron is a man, a biological male. It's like, suppose she actually wins and convinces everyone. Like, okay, so what? On a scale of 1 to 10, how relevant is this to anything ever? Anyway, but isn't that a weird thing to like fixate on? Like, hey, this person in this other country, this guy who's actually a politician, his wife is actually a dude secretly.
Yeah, even if it were true, and it most definitely is not. And in fact, if you do think it is, you should really take a break and reevaluate everything that you do in life. Even if it were true, imagine that is your legacy, that you spent months, resources on just trying to prove that Bridget Macron is actually male.
Here's the thing, AP. I don't know if it's true, or not. I know I'm hearing this from Candace Owens, and she is probably the person I trust least on the planet, right? Because her great investigative skills made her conclude that Andrew Tate is a hero of the world and one of the greatest men on the planet. It's like, okay, I don't believe anything you say. Same with Tucker, by the way. Same with Tucker. Like if you investigate Andrew Tate and interview him and you walk away concluding that he's this great guy, I do not trust you. Either you are a terrible, terrible, terrible journalist, in which case, why should I trust your journalism? Or you're bought and paid, in which case, why should I trust your journalism? Either way, this is the Tucker, Candace Owens dilemma. But like, what a weird thing to just instantly fixate on the other side of the world, and she just becomes absolutely obsessed with this. And so anyway, think about this. If it's not true, again, the only reason I have to think that it's true is that Candace Owens is saying it. But if it's not true, if Bridget, or however they pronounce it, Macron,
Brigitte
is in fact a biological woman, there would be a tendency to ignore people like Candace Owens. But this would be a situation where you have the ability to like destroy Candace Owens. It wouldn't completely destroy her, but it would like seriously ruin her rep if Brigitte went to a lab and said, okay, we're going to do the DNA test now to respond to this Candace Owens. And then the test results would come out, at which point Candace would instantly say, it's all fake. It's all fake. They're covering for her. She must have paid them millions of dollars to say that she's actually a biological female, at which point she could say, Candace, you pick the lab and you could be there. You pick the lab, you pick the doctors, and you can be there the entire time watching them do the test to determine what my DNA is. And that would wreck Candace, man. If her followers bought into all of this and it turns out to be complete nonsense and is scientifically destroyed and wrecked, they're not going to believe her the next time she comes up with some insane deranged theory. Well, some people would, but some wouldn't. So I say, do it. Do it. If you're not actually a man, Bridget Macron, do it. Do it.
I have to say, no matter what she does, there will still be thousands of people following her and believing her. Even if she says, we all know the Earth is flat. This is very obvious, and all who disagree with me are mentally deranged agents of the spherist agenda. And then she was actually sent out there to look at it for herself with live stream for everyone. And she came back and she said, well, maybe I was wrong about this. She wouldn't lose a single amount of followers.
She would lose followers, dude. You always think like the insanely loyal core is like all people. No, there's an entire spectrum. There's even people who still watch her who are repulsed by what she says now, but just hoping that she goes back to the Candace that they remember from 5 years ago and so on. But you have all kinds of people who would watch, and if she were like decisively just destroyed on something she's been obsessed with, it would wreck their confidence in her. With that said, you are correct. She does have a core of completely it's like the Dawa. It's like the Dawa morons, right? Like Hijab could do anything he wants right now. He will still have a loyal group of fans. But you can check the comments on their pages. There are people who are calling them out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people are sharing memes like this, which is pretty messed up.
Yeah, I saw that from you.
I don't know. So this guy is he's a candidate for mayor. He wants to run for mayor. And some people think that he kind of looks similar to that pirate on that one meme. Not sure why people are saying this. But yeah, so here is Charlie Kirk saying mass migration from the third world must be stopped. We are committing suicide. Minneapolis mayoral candidate Omar Fateh calls Somalia our home, even though he's born and raised here. Let's see.
our community, we should make dua for him and pray for him. I understand that our Somali communities are all connected to each other.
Do you think he has a disease that's why his head looks like that, or?
Dude, why are you a racist? You're saying Somalis have weird shaped heads or something.
I never said that, man. What are you talking about? I mean, look at this. When he turns his head to the side, there's something.
You have a giant Turkish head that looks like a shield.
I do.
Is that what Muhammad said? That the Turks, their heads look like shield, faces look like shields or something? What did he say?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know, man. I'm just asking questions.
Somali communities are all connected to each other here in Minnesota and back home. And I ask for your support.
I think I'm going to trust someone with that.
There's always been a link between our community here as well as back home. And I'm running to bridge that gap and unite all of us and represent all of us. Because when we succeed here, we succeed everywhere.
Well, this is the funny thing.
Hey, dude, did you catch the funny thing that I just caught?
No.
The funny thing that I just caught was him saying, yes, we're bridging the gap between our community here and our community back home. And we need to help our community back home using politics, blah, blah, blah. It's the same thing Ilhan Omar said. These are the exact same people who would say, oh, there are politicians who have loyalty to Israel. And what are you guys saying? We're loyal to Somalia and we have to work for the good of Somalia. We have to use our positions in the U.S. government to help Somalia.
David, it doesn't count. It's only bad if it's Israel.
That's right. I forgot. No Jews, no news.
It's only bad if it's Israel. It doesn't count when it's Somali. Charlie Cook also said you need to watch this and then commit to stopping all third world immigration to America. I don't know why it says follow back here. I already do follow him. See? Let's see.
Omar, why aren't you?
What the heck is with the sound?
Me, Omar, why aren't you doing more videos? As a state senator,
I didn't ask him this question a single time.
No one asked you that, dude.
Nobody asked you that.
AP, everyone keeps coming up to me saying, David, AP, why don't you guys do more live streams? Well, since you asked, here we are, just giving the people what they want.
What is there here? Whether it's for an immigration raid or on protecting all our communities.
Protecting all of our communities from Donald Trump means not letting MPD interact with ICE, whether it's for an immigration raid or not. Our residents deserve a mayor that will stand up to Donald Trump and say,
you're going to stand up?
Wait, when Tom Homan rolls in with an army, you look like you weigh 75 pounds.
I'm going to stand up to Donald Trump. I will protect you, everyone. Please support me and vote for me, because when Donald Trump comes and he tries to do something, I will stand up and I will be here protecting. I will tell him, no, Donald Trump, no, you are not allowed to do this. You cannot do this to my people in my city. In my city, people are going to be safe because I am looking out for them. I am looking out for them.
He totally copied this from Zohran, man. Zohran did the exact same thing. We're going to Trump-proof our city, and we're going to resist when ICE. We're not going to help ICE and all this stuff. We're going to resist all this, and then so vote for me as mayor, and I'll protect you from Trump. It's exactly what he said. So this dude's copying it.
You know what's messed up about Tom Homan that you just brought up? Did you see the clip from him? I was actually there.
I saw a clip from him. Oh yeah, someone yelled something and then he started, yeah, come up on stage, come up and stare me on stage. Dude, I legitimately would like to tell that dude, you need to calm down. You're going to have a heart attack if you are always at 100% rage. He always sounds like he's dialed up to 1,000, man.
That's what he does. That's what they do.
And I saw him like either when he was about to become the border czar or after, and people are like, why do you always seem mad? He's like, I am mad. I've been mad for 30 years. Look at what they're doing on the border. Look at what they're doing. Ah! And I'm like, dude, you need to calm down, man. I hope you got some way of like just relaxing and going on vacation.
They're playing the long game. Let's release them in the community. Wait 3 or 5 years. Pardon me?
What kind of stupid question is that? Are you an MS-13 member?
That's okay. I got a question. No. I got a question for you. Why don't you come up here and hand me that picture? Bring it. USA. They got morons like this all over the country.
I think he's smiling. I don't think I've ever seen the dude smile before. He's always looked really, really enraged every time I see him.
Like this around the country, he says.
This guy wouldn't know us like the surface nation. This guy ain't got the balls to be an ICE officer. He hasn't got the balls to be a Border Patrol agent. This guy lives in his mother's basement. The only thing that surprises me, you don't have purple hair and a nose ring. Get out of here, you loser.
Wow. Tell us what you really think, Tom.
And you're such a badass. Meet me off stage in 13 minutes and 50 seconds.
I have to say that's kind of funny, but seriously, this dude probably has so many there's so many secret service agents all over the place too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing though. If I had like tons of security, I'd probably be talking like mad trash too. Come get me.
Pardon me? Are you an MS-13 member? Hey, guy lives in his mother's basement. The only thing that surprises me, you don't have purple hair and a nose ring. Get out of here, you loser.
There's a guy pretending to be a Trump supporter.
He pretended to be a Trump supporter for that moment,
Yeah.
where everyone ended up cheering for this guy.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like even people who are on that dude's side, who are on the side of the guy holding the sign and saying, "Are you an MS-13 member?" Would you guys consider that a win? I'm talking about the people who would be on the side of the guy with the sign. Do you think this went the way you wanted it to?
I hope so.
To you, he sits down to pee. Guaranteed.
Hey, Pete, would you or would you? So he just said, I guarantee this guy sits down to pee. Would you or would you not have lost your mind if he said, I guarantee that man's a Zitzpinkler?
I would have. I would have. I would have. And this is kind of funny. Economic Times put my speech at Turning Point on their. Where'd it go?
Wait, who did?
Economic Times.
Nice.
Put my speech on their page and called it "We Don't Have Freedom." Ex-Muslim Ridwan Aydemir's explosive speech at Student Action Summit.
He explodes them with his speech.
It has like 44 times the views that their videos usually get.
What's that? Economic Times?
Yeah, it's blowing up here. It's kind of funny.
That's good. Hey, everyone, be sure to share that video from the Economic Times.
That's pretty based. It's pretty based.
Are we on the same Economic Times? I don't see your video here.
Gotta scroll down a little bit.
Huh?
Yeah, Economic Times, yeah. Yeah, I talked about Zohran Mamdani and people didn't like that. I don't know why.
No, not in our community. Did you know that the city's own data showed that 47% of calls to MPD can be diverted to non-police response? Cops aren't social workers. Investments in programs like these tracks from...
What are you talking about, man? Anyway.
Oh, dude, no, seriously. You crushed it on this channel. I'm looking at all their recent videos. How do they have a big channel? 3 million subscribers, over 3 million subscribers. And 2,500 views, 1,300 views, under 1,000, 18,000 on one. So 18 is a lot for them. I'm looking through it. 3,000.
It's because it's a news channel, man. That's how it works with news channels. They just post everything, and some of it gets like good views, some of it don't.
But 18, 22 is a lot. Then they got 90 on one with ICE and Trump and everything in it. And then we get down all the way down to you and the ones around you, 1,000, 28,000, 14,000, 770. So under 1,000, 7,000. And then you 126,000.
Beast.
You're like more than all the other videos around it combined. Why is that, man? Is it because your fans went and watched it, or because like people haven't heard of you before and so they're watching it?
Probably people just saw it and were like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's up, man? Yeah.
Ex-Muslims bombshell speech.
People saw it and were like, "Yeah, what's up, man? What's this?"
Maybe it's just because they have explosive speech.
That's what they do.
I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna have explosive speech in the title and see what happens.
Explosives.
That is crazy. So, guys, Economic Times. If you want to share AP's speech, share the Economic Times.
So, David, what do you think about this? Charlie Kirk said Muslims are commanded to take over the government in the land they live. The attempted Islamic takeover of America is made possible thanks to mass migration. Do you think he's right when he says Muslims are commanded to take over the government in the land they live? Or do you think this is just Islamophobia?
I mean, the religion is supposed to be all for Allah, and that's one of the purposes of jihad, is to keep fighting until religion is all for Allah. So, given that their view of religion is also political, then it all has to be for Allah. So,
bro, he just posted this. Legal immigration is a major problem remaking the country. Legal immigration.
That's crazy. He's talking about everyone else is concerned primarily about illegal immigration because you don't know what you're getting. You may be getting the nicest person in the world who is just desperate to get away from some other country and get to America to get a job or something like this. Might be a totally nice person, or it might be a just total serial killer or something like that. You don't know. You're not vetting them in any way if they're crossing in illegally. But he's going off on legal immigration.
I think he's totally right. I think when people just are stuck on illegal immigration, they're doing it completely wrong. They're missing something. I think it's not just illegal immigration. Much of the immigration that messed up Europe is not illegal immigration. It's legal immigration.
That is an issue. I mean, think if you legally bring in a ton of people who want to violently subjugate the entire world, that's going to cause problems. However they entered.
Islamic influx and influence should be limited. There should be a prioritization of.
How many times are you going to play your speech, man?
Islamist organizations and people.
Really? This is weird. Somebody said that it abruptly stops here. I don't know why they did that. Why they didn't put the whole thing here. I'm going to publish it on my own channel. Just getting it ready right now. Going to publish it on here as well. So I'm going to have the whole speech there in actual good quality. Not like this. Not like this garbage here.
Not like this crap.
Not like the trash. The first time that I said it's going to be beautiful looking like this. Look.
Hey, you can fix the typo on your slide too.
Which typo?
The typo on your slide. You have one slide and you have a serious typo.
Where? Are you serious?
I'm totally serious.
Where?
Put your slide up. Look at your references.
Do not befriend the Jews. Quran, Muhammad.
Okay, now look at the one in the middle.
Jews, Christians, and disbelievers are the worst creatures.
And what's the reference?
Quran. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, it's supposed to be 98.6.
Yeah, no, just to be, you said it correctly when you're on stage. You said 98.6, but
did I?
On your slide, yeah, you said it correctly. So you said it correctly. Your thing is wrong. That's what I'm saying. You could.
Damn. That's so stupid.
Yeah, you could correct that and stick it up in your version.
Correctly, do not befriend the Jews and the Christians. Whoever befriends them is one of them, because they, the Jews and the Christians, are allies of one another, and they are basically, hostile enemies of Allah and Islam. It further says in chapter 98, verse 6, it says that.
Nice. At least I said it right. Yeah.
Yep.
That's funny.
See, AP has a typo on his screen. This is why we should never trust him.
This is so stupid. I put one thing up there and I actually have the reference wrong.
You had one slide and you couldn't even get one slide right.
You know what's dumb?
What?
I think I wrote it down initially somewhere and mistyped it as 986. Then I typed the whole thing again on Canva, and apparently I mistyped it there again, but then forgot to correct it. What? Anyway, it's too late.
People are calling you apostate typo now.
You had one job, AP. I know. I'm sorry. Apostate typo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're not mad, just disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Epic fail, apostate typo. It was the Jews. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You sent me the text that you were going to post, and I just checked it. You sent it to me in a text. You said, I'm thinking of only putting one image up as presentation. You were going to put Islam is evil, but you actually put the truth about Islam up there. And it was, do not befriend.
To put Islam is evil up there.
Yeah, it was, do not befriend the Jews and Christians. They are friends of one another. Quran 5:51. And then you had Jews, Christians, and disbelievers are the worst of creatures, and it's 98.6. So you had it right when you sent it to me, because I was actually thinking when I saw that, I was like, gosh, I didn't catch that when he sent it to me, or I would have. I'm pretty good at catching typos and stuff. But I looked, and no, you sent me the correct version. You just screwed it up later.
I didn't even realize it until you just told me. So very, very funny. Very, very, very funny, man. My wife says I should apply for disability now.
Yeah, you're basically like the Joe Biden of exposing Islam now.
I was thinking before the speech, if something happens that I trip up or something, I could say that I almost did a Joe Biden there or something. You know? So, but yeah, that would have been pretty stupid.
They would have lost it. Yeah, USA, USA.
Cool speech, AP. Felt like it was too short, though. You should keep telling conservatives about the child marriage, Islamic invasion, and al-Zut. Yeah, it was. I think it was pretty. I mean, there were other people who appeared before and who had shorter speeches. So my speech was good enough, and you had major, extremely important people giving 20-minute speeches. Mine is 12 minutes. I can't ask for more. I couldn't have asked for more. It's like. I appreciate every second of it, and
like, no, I want 3 hours.
it's very, very, it's very. I did call Muhammad a pedophile on stage, though, so that's good. That's good. Let's see.
Prophet Muhammad was a warlord and a pedophile, and
what's wrong with you, man? You have an opportunity to influence young people of America. And you're like, yes, just go around calling Muhammad a pedophile.
He did this to Abba and Preach. You mean Amru Fadl? What did he do?
This would have been when we were talking about him. It was agreeing to debate, and then, oh, you're not big enough, and something like that. So probably that stunt or
powerful. Fatwad says called Preach wife ugly, then ran from fighting. Really? That's funny. AP, were you able to hang out with fans in Tampa? I wasn't. And I highly doubted that I would have the opportunity to do that because I would have been too busy preparing for my speech, and after the speech I would have just no time. The thing is, I only realized this was the first time that I gave such a speech in front of such a huge audience, and damn, I mean, afterwards I felt like all my energy when I walked off stage was sucked out of me brutally, and I was like, all I wanted to do was just lay down and sleep.
You felt like you'd been al-Zuted.
Yes, exactly. I felt like Muhammad after the night of al-Zut. Blue Moon, thank you, Blue Moon, thank you for that.
Blue Moon, your Tommy standing
on low. You don't know who Elmer Fudd is, but you know Blue Moon from like the 1950s.
Yes. Sam 89 AMD, loved your speech at the Turning Point event. Keep speaking the truth. Appreciate it very, very much, Sam. Thank you. AP, please start calling him Toot and Poodle. toot and puddle. I will do that from now on.
Hey guys, everyone, that's why I was saying, everyone be sure to share AP's video everywhere. It would be cool if when people post videos of AP, tons of people share it, because that'll make more people want to invite him to events like that.
AP got zootified. AP all zooted on stage. Japister, where is good information about the USS Liberty?
You can actually look up the reports of the people who investigated the issue.
But the people, Robbie Hatmaker says Gaines is on Timcast right now. Chat needs to go ask why he's scared. Is he? Really?
Oh yeah, someone should do a big super chat. Why is he running from AP?
Oh yeah,
and why did he get so scared that AP was going to fight him and humiliate him in front of everybody at
please
Student Action Summit?
Somebody make a super chat asking him why he's terrified to debate
The huge thing.
To debate the Holocaust with apostate prophet, and why he had a big meltdown. It would
and
be
why he literally wet himself when he saw AP in person.
If somebody wants to do it, go over there right now. He's live right now on Timcast. Go over there and ask that question. The place deaf head cameras. We need Myron footage. Maybe somebody recorded it. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. You're hiding, boy. You're hiding.
Oh, they're pointing out there would have probably been at the very least like security footage,
maybe
videos and so on.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
AP's back.
Tell a friend.
Knows too much Arabic accent. Yeah, Muslim. Follow Prophet Muhammad. Is a bedo Ramdi al-Kalbi ridden by Al-Zut be upon him. Jeremy Motts, keep firing away at Islam. It deserves to go down in flames. Inshallah, that's what we'll do. If YT was WWE, DW would be Hacksaw, Jim Duggan, Mojab would be Papa Shango, AP would be Sabu. I have no idea what any of these people are because I'm not a nerd.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, I'll take him. He was one of my favorites back in the day. Oh, he'd walk around with the 2x4 and crack people with the 2x4.
I'm not a nerd.
One day, I think it was Nikolai Volkov insisted on singing the Russian or the Soviet anthem and so on. And he had this big flag, this big Soviet flag out there, and the crowd's booing. And then Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes out with his 2x4, and he's got this tiny little American flag on it, and starts going, USA, USA. Those are good times, man. Gonna have to show you all this stuff that you missed because you weren't in America in the 80s.
USA.
Yeah, somebody go over to Timcast's live stream and make a super chat and ask why Myron was scared to debate apostate prophet and then had a giant meltdown at Turning Point USA. I posted the link to the live stream in the chat. If YouTube was, maybe I should do it myself. As myself,
I was thinking about doing it.
Did you see that was sent to you? AI slop sucks. No, I didn't see nothing. Israelis you spoke with are naive and ignorant. Appeasing Islam isn't good for Israel. Not only it never works, it makes things worse as anywhere else. Powerful. Did you challenge anybody to Mubahala at Turning Point USA? I did. I challenged the whole crowd to a Mubahala, but they
challenged Myron Gaines. Oh, yeah. Why did Myron Gaines wet himself when AP challenged him to Mubahala?
Laughed so hard when I saw the nickname that the Hijab Stein Files group chat had for AP. Too bad the inventor of humility makes better ones on the daily. What did they have as name for me? What? Apus
as well. I don't remember. I've actually got it. I can skim it real quick to see what they came up with. That's the other thing. Salman also on the website released the text messages. Let's see. There's David Wood, Christian Prince, Who else?
Wait a minute.
Well-
So that is on, what's this channel called? Behind Veils.
That's Behind Veils, yeah. And then there's the website Behind Veils.
Behind Veils.
Oh, and by the way, it's also interesting. Hijab, whenever he releases a video or something like this, he goes to his group and tells everyone to share and like and comment on it like quickly, instantly, and stuff like this to get more attention to it and so on. But it's like, so your videos don't do that on their own. You have to get people to do it.
Oh, Timcast is closing. Oh yeah, okay. Don't make a super chat on Timcast. Don't make a super chat on Timcast then, I guess. Yeah, I gotta look at all the stuff that was posted on Behind the Veils. Behind the Veils. Gotta check that out. I like the lore so far. Laughed so hard. Moshe Cohen, there's a great Israel Jewish broadcaster called Khalifa, and he knows a ton about the situation. Let me know if you want me to make introduction. I would appreciate it always. Would always appreciate it.
No, seriously, that would be really good because I mean, there's not a ton of stuff that we can do to help, but one of the things we can do to help in a small way is informing people about what's going on. So, but we do need reliable people to inform us as well as people we're talking to.
Alhamdulillah. Featuring Shariah Carey.
That was because your song said
yeah.
Shariah.
Yeah. So Unknown says, when is AP's Dawa pop going to be released? Take my money. Should be soon, inshallah. That'd be very nice. Waiting for the Al Zut song. I don't think I'll ever make an Al Zut song. It's kind of messed up, man. I don't want to make fun of Muhammad getting raped, you know. Hijab first album, Take Your Shirt Off in the Hotel, the Fat Shady, featuring the original Slim Shady, aka Eminem, bonus track, Halal Freak Off, Fear Diddy. Doing more German, English, Irfan Pizzi videos. We recorded a little bit of stuff together, yes. Yo, everyone, go to the backup bar stuff. Oh, hey, AP and David. AP, I loved your speech at Turning Point. Hopefully it turns a few worldviews our way. Hope so. What?
Hey, I'm going to keep scrolling through the texts, but Dean Responds. Dean Responds is the one who said, Muhammad Hijab, I think you should know. I no longer think you should remain silent. You should publish a video. Apis made a vid on it and has 100,000 views in 13 hours. And Ali Dawah replies, he already published video. It's just not on his channel. So, yeah, there you were called Apis. Very rude, very rude, very serious consequences for that. Dean Responds, even if it's in a private texting or sexting group. I'll check for other names and other offenses. They spoke respectfully of me. They spoke respectfully of me as David Wood, and yet they call you names. Shameful. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, I heard that David Wood knew that something would happen, that there would be some kind of scandal. I don't see anything about AP yet. Only halfway through. Ooh, here's the messed up stuff about them saying they don't care if she ends her own life and they drive her to it. Pretty creepy.
All right. So what did he say again? Tell me.
It was Dean. I don't think that's his real name. It's his channel's Dean Responds.
D's Responds. Yeah. Okay.
D's Response.
He said what?
He called you Apis. He called you a hurtful name. Whoa, look at what your decisions just caused.
He said what? What did he say again?
he called you apis. He called you a very hurtful name that has hurt your feelings numerous times. And he did so deliberately, knowing that he would eventually leak these messages to Salman.
I'm going to go easy on you this time. Well. All right. When can I, as an ordinary Christian, what can I, as an ordinary Christian, do to prevent my country, New Zealand, from becoming like UK or EU? What you can do is, number one, post about it. Number two, speak out. Number three, support politicians or people, despite disagreements, who will do something about it. Number four, share, spread the word. Number five, share our stuff.
Hey, is New Zealand the place where they have those Maoris who do that intimidating line dance thing?
Yeah.
Oh, get those dudes. Those dudes aren't scared. Get a big line of those dudes.
It's more cringe than intimidating, but yes, you could do that. You know,
it kind of depends, because sometimes they'll kind of invite everybody, and they'll even be like white dudes in there joining in with them and stuff and doing this, and they'll have a couple tough looking dudes up front, but then like you looking at the group and like it's kind of not intimidating. When you get a bunch of like muscle bound dudes and they're like looking really enraged, they make it work, man. They make it work.
I know, but it's kind of like, it's like a dance by, like a show off by people who were literally defeated. So it's kind of, when you think about it that way, it's not really that intimidating, That's that. Oh, I see it now. So they have all the evidence on their website, behind veils.
Yeah, and this is only certain selections, because he said, because we were all wondering why he wasn't posting that video for like a month, but he said he's just waiting. He's letting them continue talking. So he has way more. He released the stuff that he was talking about in the video. Oh, by the way, AP, like seriously, like these dudes have to be crapping their pants that someone from their group that they've had for a long time is leaking stuff to Salman from behind veils, or if Salman has actually infiltrated their group and has access to all their stuff. But yep, that's gotta be rough. Not knowing you got a group of 75 people and you don't know who the rat is.
I know it's called the Haka. It's still cringe. No matter what it's called. The Maori fought hard. Yeah, but they got defeated. So what does it matter how hard they fought? You can fight as hard as you want, but in the end you were defeated. So I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because it would be funny you talking trash and then you go speak somewhere and there's a line of those dudes waiting for you.
I'm just joking. I joke about the English. I joke about the Germans. I joke about the Americans. I joke about with Turks. They actually, it's all serious with the Turks. But yeah. Al-Zutzong, it's raining, man. Christ is king. Powerful. That's a good idea. Josh, why do so many Christians follow Carlson? I don't know, because some people are kind of mentally incapable despite their religious beliefs. Maybe I'm crashing out, but Christians who defend Islam, hyper-focus and blame Israel for everything deserve dhimmitude. There was a time where I would have said that as well. I have become less pessimistic. So, I don't know. Oh, damn. What? Now I'm seeing it. This is what you're talking about. What? So somebody in their group leaked these things.
Yeah, or he infiltrated the group. I'm not clear on which it is. But I with 75 dudes, I guarantee you there's someone who doesn't like a job. So entirely believable that someone's just feeding all this stuff to feeding screenshots to our good friend Salman. Could even be Dean Responds. You know what I mean? He could be paving the way for his own success and pretending to attack Salman who are posting this stuff to make it look good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do if I were Dean Responds and I were leaking this stuff like Fareed did with the Yasser Qadi stuff. But if I were the one leaking this stuff, I would be like, okay, and tell me when you're about to post it, because right after that, I'm going to react and I'm going to respond to everything. And which is exactly what Dean Responds
This
did,
is so. I mean, he posts here. He tells the group, in 1 hour I will put up a response video to some serious allegations. Then he puts out the response video.
This is the channel that supposedly, that according to the channel, has nothing to do with him and has no affiliation.
He says on the same channel, this channel is not affiliated with Mohammed Hijab. So he very clearly says
everyone in the group knows he's lying, and they all help him
says
lie.
that he's putting out this video, and then he says here this has nothing to do, this is not affiliated with Mohammed Hijab. So he's clearly lying. This is a very, very clear proof that he lies to the public about something so simple. He makes a video, he creates a channel and puts videos out, then he says in those videos that this is not affiliated with Mohammed Hijab, despite the fact that he is the one making those videos. This is all, so he's already lying about the most basic little things here.
Hey,
wow, man.
Hey, then they go off on a different topic. Ready? They go off on a different topic. Go down to page 38.
And page 38.
38 does whatever a 38 can. Where are you at?
38 here.
Okay, so here's where Ali Dawa. Yeah, this isn't the relevant. This is relevant for setting up the context. Ali Dawa was asking about making a new channel for more drama-oriented stuff, and he's asking what he should call it. And so people were giving suggestions, and then someone said Ali needs Dawa. It'll get the clicks, because everyone always says that about him. All right, now start scrolling down. So he lolled at that. Keep going. And then let's see. What are the other ones? Okay, so here's the suggestions from Hijab. Ali Dawa graphic, Ali Dawa frank, Ali Dawa raw, and then Ali Dawa sees, ooh, is it Ali Dawa raw? That's sick. You're sick. So Ali Dawa raw, they liked that. Keep going. It gets better. Ali Dawa smackdown. Let's see, brother sick, Ali Dawa raw, Ali Dawa strong, Ali Dawa unhinged. And then raw what? I like raw meat. Ali Dawa explicit. Keep going. We've got Ali Dawa explicit. Then we've got Ali Dawa 18 plus. I explicit lol. Ali Dawa ungagged. Notice the double meaning, because this is Captain Golden Showers and stuff like that.
Ali Dawa 4 inches.
That's the one everyone focused on. Look, so Hijab says Ali Dawa 4 inches, and Ali Dawa says, you see at the bottom, he says, I take that as a compliment. And I was saying he could take that as a compliment because Andrew Wilson established in his debate with Muslim Lantern that Muhammad is actually Muhammad 1.8.
He takes it as a compliment.
Yep. And so he likes the channel Ali Dawa 4 inches. Takes that as a compliment. Then we got Ali Dawa unsubdued. Oh, look at what Hijab says there. And after I told him I was his God. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that what they accused Aisha of, saying?
Yeah. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Ali Dawa adult. Ali
Dawa XXX.
Ali
Dawa unshortened.
Ali Dawa uncut.
Ali Dawa whole length. Ali Dawa all in. Ali Dawa full out.
Ali Dawa uninterrupted.
Puny Dawa. Ali Dawa the whole shebang.
What is with these people, man?
These are the greatest men of our time. We need to guide us on the path of morality and goodness.
That is kind of funny.
Oh, that's his name. His name is Muhammad Murad. That's who Dean Responds is.
D's response.
D's respond.
Where's the whole talk about David Wood and a boss made?
Oh, you want me to find that? Let's see.
I guess I could just search for it. David Wood.
Yeah, you came up when they're talking about your video, and I came up when Hijab thought there's some scandal that I'm aware of, and I have video proof of it, not realizing his video was my video proof.
What? Whoa! Wait! What? Wait! That smoking gun, even same orange background with an S. Is that her voice, Mohammed Hijab? Yes. She's straight up mental. She did admit to having mental issues online and also in her email to us. We don't want to push her to suicide.
You want to avoid suicide.
To be honest, Akhi, if she's an apostate and an enemy of Islam, we shouldn't care.
This is ex-wife.
Damn.
This is his ex-wife who, let's face it, her real crime, according to them, is that she came at Mohammed Hijab. That's what she did. And she exposed what these guys are doing behind the scenes. And because of that, we shouldn't care if we drive her to kill herself. That's what he's saying.
That's pretty messed up, man. I mean, I'm not sure why I'm surprised it's Mohammed Hijab that we're talking about.
Yeah,
but he basically says
that's his level of narcissism. That's the level at which like he is the center of his universe. If someone crosses him, they deserve to die. And it's a don't worry if we're going to harass her until she ends her own life.
He says if she ends up killing herself because of us, we shouldn't care because she's an enemy of Islam and an apostate. Damn. That's pretty messed up. Pretty messed up.
This is, since I've already interviewed her, I'll share one detail from that interview. But because of this entire situation, she did try to end her own life. And that's why it's exceptionally messed up. They knew how hard they were pushing her and how depressed she was getting and how hopeless she was getting. And they kept going after her anyway.
Is there any part in this where they are explicitly talking about him having been married with her or something?
Yeah, there's a I forget where it is, but there's a point where someone says this is about his marriage or something like this, and then someone, Hashem, I think, responds, "Misyar marriage."
Okay, yeah, okay, I just saw that.
Yeah, and no one objects, and no one says, "What are you talking about? No, he's innocent. He didn't do this. He said he didn't do this."
Anyway,
page 17 is where he talks about me, and then Christian Prince, and then are you on that same page? No, you're on a different one.
Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Do you think ADHD is a big mental health issue? Hashim says, stick to your original plan of a different channel. I think she has some mental issues, ADHD. She came on our live stream last year to clear her doubts about the Quran. ADHD is not a severe mental health issue, dude. I have ADHD. Lots of people have ADHD. Yes, Salam. I'm contacting you again about my question. I made a secret marriage with hijab. These are the allegations. Yeah, ultimately it would be best not to post on the main channel. Mental illness will work in her favor as it will show Muhammad Hijab took advantage on her vulnerability.
We were talking about this when we went through it live. It's like other people have more common sense than Muhammad Hijab. They're like, yes, we'll say she's mentally unstable and mentally ill. Then it's like, okay, but won't that make Muhammad Hijab look bad? Like he was taking advantage of someone. So do we really want to play that up? And then, yeah, they kept seeming, other people in the group kept understanding how things look better than Muhammad Hijab. Like keep in mind, he had a channel with 0 subscribers, right? 0 subscribers, first video on a brand new channel. And then he tells all his buddies here in this group, everyone like and comment and share it as soon as it's live. And someone goes, but wouldn't that make it obvious that we're colluding behind the scenes? If all of a sudden a brand new video on a brand new channel and we're all there as soon as it comes out, doesn't that make it obvious that this is all something we're colluding on behind the scenes? And like Hijab doesn't think of that. Like he's really, really stupid when it comes to basic things like that.
But we're proud of that.
I hope Salman releases like a ton of the stuff, because this is the stuff I would look at and say, okay, here's Hijab. He's an idiot. He is a terrible, terrible, terrible tactician. But this guy who pointed out the obvious, who caught the obvious, namely, if we all fled with comments right when a brand new video on a brand new channel comes out, it makes it obvious that we're all working together on this. Like, that's the guy you think, okay, he's above average Muslim tactician. He caught that. So I want to know who catches this kind of stuff, because that's important if you're ever interacting with them.
This is kind of funny. He says you should no longer remain silent. You should publish a video. A puss made a video on it, and it has 100,000 views in 13 hours. He already published videos.
He already published videos, just not on his channel. Yeah.
Do you think I should put the first response on my main channel? Response on main channel, yes, no, 213.
And if he had, the funny thing is, if he had put it on his main channel, like here he acknowledges this is his video and his new channel and stuff like that. But if he had put it on his main channel, it would have said, this video has no affiliation with Muhammad Hijab, but it's such a well done video by this anonymous robot voice that Hijab has decided to repost it.
Wait a minute. Why are there 2 votes and 13 votes? Are there significantly more people here that are not participating in the conversation?
Yeah, there's 75 people in the group. Most of them did not vote.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to that detail at all. It's funny. To put the rumor mills to rest, you'll eventually have to make a video with you speaking, not AI. The sooner the better. What do you guys think of me putting that video up on Twitter?
Great idea. Great idea. Do it.
Salam, guys. I heard that David Wood knew that something would happen, that there would be some kind of scandal, and that there is a video that proves it. Does anyone have that video? We need the SAO. Wa alaikum assalam. Don't know about David Wood, but Christian Prince, and I'll send you videos. Bring that to police.
Hey, here's the thing. So Hijab heard that I know that a scandal was coming out. And Ali Dawa says, I don't know about David Wood, but Christian Prince knew about this scandal that's coming out. And Hijab's asking, what's the video? What's the video? When I suggested when we were going through this live, because I don't know what Christian Prince was saying, I said, Christian Prince probably saw the same thing that we instantly saw, namely that if Muhammad Hijab is talking about Elon Musk, framing him for a scandal, it's obvious that he knows a scandal is about to come out. And he's looking for Elon to blame for that. I said, Christian Prince probably just saw the same thing and he commented on it as well. But then someone posted a message and saying that they were watching Christian Prince, and that's exactly what happened. Christian Prince was cracking up laughing at Muhammad Hijab, claiming that Elon Musk was coming after him and that there was obviously a scandal that's about to come out.
Yeah, in fact,
it's just funny, like Hijab is the source of us knowing that a scandal was coming out, and then he finds out that we're aware of a scandal coming out, and he's like, where's the video? What do they have on me? It's like, you said it, you idiot. You told us that. It's just amazing that he can do stuff. And
we made a live stream when he first made that stupid Elon Musk video, in which we talked about it. So
that's what I mean. It's like, what level of stupid are you that you do not realize that what you say to your idiot followers comes across to other people very differently, and they can see right through it and they know what's going on. And then you're shocked. Where are they getting this information? Who's feeding them this information? You moron. You're the one we had zero clue until you started running your mouth.
Oh, but you know what they say, right?
What?
But the people are retarded. 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 Retarded.
Yeah.
Play that again.
Beats dropping and Zabibos popping. Strong work, AP. Thank you.
Play that again real quick.
People are retarded. But the people are retarded. But the people are retarded.
Didn't hear it.
The people are retarded. The people are retarded.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not bad.
Pretty basic.
It's a pretty good beat, man. It's a pretty good beat. All right. So, any advice on how to deal with Karenstinians? My head is imploding. You gotta just tell them the truth in their faces. That's it. I think that we have reached a certain point where there is simply no point at all in trying to argue with people. So.
Yeah, and I don't, as far as all the whining and stuff like that, if they have some big group and they sit there screaming and whining, I really don't care. What ticks me off is like when they like blocking traffic and stuff like that. It should just be legal to physically remove them for any driver who needs to get somewhere to physically remove people who are blocking traffic. Just make that the law.
That's pretty racist.
And the problem goes away. The problem of blocking traffic would instantly go away.
That's pretty racist. It's pretty racist. Fuentes looked like he would like the men of Al-Zut. He does like the men of Al-Zut. To my knowledge, he likes the younger boys, so I'm not sure about that, actually. I'm glad I could connect you with Josh. Great talk. Oh, yeah, thank you, Jingoistic Pig. You got me in touch with Josh Hammer, and I really enjoyed talking to him. He is a very good guy. In fact, Josh Hammer, who is actually who is MC Hammer, but he's the real MC Hammer. He was at the conference and had a debate with Dave.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I was like, where did I hear Josh Hammer? But yeah, that's the guy who debated Dave Smith. I didn't see it yet, but
he was brutal.
There is some clip that people have been circulating saying he burned him up on something.
But the people.
Good news is that while no one should be afraid of debate, and this debate is a nice thing here, the MAGA movement is actually quite unified. Believe it or not, all the talk to the contrary when it comes to these issues. An overwhelming majority of self-identified MAGA Republicans support close U.S.-Israel relations. According to a CBS News poll, moreover, after the recent Operation Midnight Hammer B-2 bombers in Iran, 94% of self-identified MAGA Republicans supported President Trump's dropping those B-2 bombs on Fort Natanz and the other Iranian facilities there. This is a wildly popular policy there. What did Dave Smith say about this? He re-upped his now years-long crusade to call for Donald Trump's impeachment. Y'all probably don't know that about Dave Smith, do you? He's now called for for Donald Trump to be impeached multiple times.
Poisoning the well.
Look, I mean, I don't like when people misquote me either. You probably don't like when people misquote you. So I actually have a little bit of a highlight reel here.
Burn.
This is a brutal move, man. He's in the middle of a conservative pro-Trump event. And he directly brings
This is the most anti-Trump person on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. This Dave Smith
brings out the evidence here and starts reading it now.
He's got the receipts. Got to call it receipts.
Of Dave Smith's tweets over the years. Dave Smith, March 19th, 2024. Donald Trump is responsible for around 500,000 deaths in Yemen, and between the weapons to Ukraine and the Abraham Accords Jerusalem embassy, he is at least partially responsible for the two worst humanitarian crises in the world. He's a war criminal who should spend his life in prison. He is calling Donald Trump a war criminal who should spend his life in prison.
And he's at a
conservative. I am living that as a Trump supporter. Donald Trump, Dave Smith, June 16, 2025. Trump allegedly had full prior knowledge of Israel's attacks and gave it his blessing while pretending to be negotiating with the Iranians as a cover. If this is true, Trump is the most impotent bitch of a leader imaginable. He's calling our president, the greatest president in my lifetime, an impotent bitch. Are you kidding me?
He's trying to get this guy.
2025. Donald Trump has now launched an illegal war of aggression against Iran. The risk of an absolute catastrophe is very high, and the benefits are non-existent.
It's funny, Charlie tries to prevent the audience from booing at Dave Smith here. So
that's funny. He's an honored guest. He's an honored guest, and let me guess, Dave Smith. I'm just against war. I'm just against war, man.
I guess Charlie, what Charlie's doing here is what a good host would do with a guest here, but he's literally stepping in and telling the audience not to boo. Because the audience wants to.
It would be funny if he pause. Yes, Dave Smith is an idiot. Yes, he's a clown. Yes, he stands against everything we stand for here at this conservative. But don't boo him. Let him bury himself with his stupid claims.
Distant. Dave Smith, June 21st. Dead wrong. This notion that World War III would start, not a single American casualty. We should be celebrating that. Donald Trump fulfilled multiple campaign promises. The escalator speech in 2015 at Trump Tower, he literally said, I'm not going to let Iran get a nuclear weapon. And guess what? He said, I oppose a neoconservative foreign policy. He did both of those things with Iran. He deprived the Iranian regime of nuclear weapon while not losing a single American sailor, soldier, or Marine while depriving them of nuclear weapons. And finally, Charlie, I'll end on this. Dave Smith, July 8th, 2025. In the last month, Donald Trump has launched a war of aggression on behalf of a foreign government, exploded the debt, announced that he's continuing the Biden policy of arming Ukraine, and covered up a giant child rape operation. So according to my interlocutor, Donald Trump is not just engaging in wars on behalf of foreign government, he is also covering up the world's giant pedophilic child sex trafficking ring, allegedly, I presume, on behalf of a foreign government as well. So I'm disgusted, frankly, that this man is on stage, but I'll end it at that.
Okay, well, wow, that was, I hadn't seen it. I've seen people saying he was brutal, but that was brutal. That was, in fact, brutal.
Oh, man.
Got it. So, poor Dave, man.
That was pretty brutal.
Dave.
Pretty brutal.
Dave.
Pretty brutal. Is this the same thing?
Between the neoconservatives, which I presume he means Bush-era foreign policy, and the Likud party. I presume half of you probably don't even know what the Likud party is. It's referring to the Israeli right. It's very instructive, and Dave always conveniently neglects to inform the audience of this, that the actual leader of the Israeli right back in 2002, a man by the name of Ariel Sharon, vehemently opposed the Bush administration going into Iraq. So this whole notion that Israel is talking America into foreign wars is total nonsense. Actually, in 2011, when the Obama administration toppled Muammar Gaddafi in Libya, it's actually well known that Libya actually sent secret diplomatic envoys to Israel, trying to tell them to then talk to the United States and France to talk NATO off of that attack there. So this whole narrative is totally backwards there. But I want to kind of dumb things down a little bit here. I see a lot of people wearing 47 hats. I voted for President Trump multiple times. I love our president. You guys love our president, right? You love President Trump? Okay. This is turning point freaking USA. Charlie, God bless you. You have built the largest MAGA grassroots army in the country. Seriously, my friend, you deserve this. You all are card-carrying members of it. We here are a part of that. The good news is that while no one should be afraid of debate, and this debate is a nice thing here, the MAGA movement is actually quite unified. Believe it or
Okay, yeah. Then he was in the same direction. But he, I watched several parts of it. He burned up Dave Smith. Dave's response after it was just that, oh, it was good, and I'm glad that we had this debate, and it was good, and all that. He didn't do his usual bragging afterwards. It is a good sign, you know.
Watch Pierce will watch this and be like, "Oh, I need to get these guys on there because they're going to go debate, so I have to use it for myself."
Yeah. I didn't know about Josh until I was just introduced to him several days ago by Jingoistic Pig, and had a conversation with him myself, which was very refreshing and very good.
Oh, so that's where he got all that stuff from.
A very nice guy. Powerful.
AP wrote his opening statement for him, everyone.
Definitely. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Muslims are commanded, very Islamophobic. Legal immigrant, very, very, very Islamophobic. Oh, here's also what Charlie Kirk said about the whole Jew hate thing at the conference, which also here I think people should hear to get a proper, accurate picture of how the public, of conservatives, of young conservatives actually think, who are out there, and not just people who are online behind anonymous accounts sitting in some dark basements.
I want to just summarize. This was time well spent. Both Dave and Josh agree on some plan to wind down U.S.-Israel aid. That was an agreement, correct? The timeline you could debate about. Number two, they both say every human's made in the image of God, and we should not trivialize when, people are killed. Also, I think we all agreed October 7th was awful. It was terrible and should be talked about more, and it needs to be emphasized. We also agree this Jew hate stuff has no place in public discourse, period. End of story. And I don't like it. It's disgusting, and we need to call it out when we see it. And finally, I think the fifth is that I hope we demonstrated, and both our participants got a little lively at times, that this is a debate worth having, that it's better to have this out in the open than silence people and censor them and call them names. Instead, this is how we solve our problems. Give it up for Josh and Dave. One like it.
So the Jew hate stuff has no place in public discourse. It is absolutely unacceptable.
That's good. What's crazy is, we might want to go through. We might want to go through that full debate, and if there's if you think it's worth checking out. But at first I was like, why does he have these guys here? Why would you do this at this conference? But looked like it worked out. So maybe Charlie knows better than I do at how to roll with this stuff. Interesting. Yo, I'll be right back. I forgot I'm supposed to put my kid to bed at 10, and it's past that. So be right back. Just got to make sure he is in bed, or I will put him in bed.
Okay. Al-Islam Deen al-Shaitan. That says Islam is the religion of the devil. It's pretty based. You probably had that Google translated, didn't you? Candace Owens. Powerful. Charlie's a Jewish puppet. Oh, well, so what? Everybody is. I am too. If you're not happy with it, you can go somewhere else, man. We're all Jewish puppets. So this is what I primarily wanted to talk about, but Charlie Kirk's turn toward the whole thing of targeting Islam. The conservative movement needs to focus more time, energy, and focus on how Islam is rapidly taking over the West. So he has recently started tackling this angle, which is also why he included me in the conversation and wants to include others as well. So I hope he goes this path. I didn't tell David about this, but I also recommended David to him during our podcast episode. I know that David will not watch the podcast episode, nor will he go back in this live stream and hear what I just said. So I can say it to you guys now. But I did recommend that he invites David Wood as well, and I hope he does. Hope he does. This is in New York. We are being conquered, and they are rubbing it in our face. Islam is steadily enveloping the West. Beautiful. All we need is some. We need some adhan there. We need some call to prayer there. Powerful. Islam is quickly taking over the West. Islam is not compatible with Western civilization. Alhamdulillah. And then there is this guy saying Trump and Netanyahu should be executed, says a cleric of the Islamic regime of Iran, which Tucker Carlson defends. Very rude to Tucker Carlson. But yeah, so these are pretty much the things that we wanted to talk about. And I'm going to publish my speech on my own channel later on as well. Let me read super chats here. Actually, let me just engage with people here for a second. Now that David Wood is gone, we can finally have a good time. W Crush Islam. Is the podcast paid content? At the moment it is, and while it was live it was also, but I think that Charlie is going to put it on his so they're going to put it on Charlie's YouTube channel and his Rumble and all that, so it's going to be out there. I do not think that I don't think that it's going to be paid only. Powerful. Dude forgot to put his kid to bed a second time. He always forgets it, man. He always forgets it. Based. Christians united against Islam. Alhamdulillah. The podcast discussion with Josh was so good. I listened to it multiple times. Was that published on his... I know it was published on his on Spotify and stuff, right? Was it also on YouTube or something? Let me see. MC Hammer's YouTube channel. Does he even have a YouTube channel? MC Hammer. Does MC Hammer have a YouTube channel? I hope he doesn't hate that I call him MC Hammer as a joke. But did Tim Cass read Goat's chat? I don't think so. But they are still live on Rumble afterwards, I believe, as far as I can tell. Maybe they read it there. So they went off on their YouTube channel, but they continue to be still live on their Rumble channel. Maybe they did read it. I don't know. Does anybody know? Yeah, anybody know? Anybody know? I'll check it out later. Inshallah. Let's see. Remember Aaron's banality of evil. Take Fuentes deadly seriously. He's an opinion leader. Goebbels himself was also merely a slimy little at first glance. I know. Nick Fuentes is not just a pathetic little weakling. He is also. Oh, Josh's show is on Apple Podcasts. Yeah, Nick Fuentes is dangerous. So while making fun of him is a good thing, he also is a little bit dangerous. So people like that should be mocked, but should also be taken seriously as a threat to some extent. Apparently, they did. Did they? Where did they do that? I really wonder. How long ago was that? How long ago did we talk about Myron Gaines and making a super chat to him? I really wonder. If I now go back to their Rumble live stream, anybody know what they said? Anybody know if they actually read out the question to Amru Fadl, and what if Amru Fadl responded? Anybody know? I really wonder. Amru Fadl, Amru Fadl, Amru Fadl. I know they stream ended, but it also continued on Rumble. So maybe that. If only Shaky Booty was there with turntables and a microphone. Exactly, that's what we need. AP, I saw part of your speech on Economic Times. Good to see God make a way for your voice to be heard. Not bad for a cat human. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it very, 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 very much. Appreciate that bigly. Did you guys talk about the Spanish man hunting down Muslims in Spain and setting fire to a mosque after an old man was attacked unprovoked yesterday? I heard of it. I haven't had the opportunity to check it out. I have literally... The bad thing is... after the event, I took one more day to go to church and then to relax over there in Tampa. Then I was supposed to fly back the next day. So yesterday in the morning, I was supposed to fly back from their home. But then something happened with the flights all over the country. But my flight was canceled. I was supposed to be home yesterday in the afternoon or so. My flights were like... I was supposed to just have take 2 flights and be at home. It was canceled and turned into 4 flights, 4 connecting flights. Flight 1, flight 2, flight 3, flight 4. That's how it happened. So I had to spend the entire day as a result of that on planes, and only arrived at home in the middle of the night. Then immediately went to sleep, woke up, did a little interview this morning, tried to rest a little bit, and now we're doing this live stream. So I literally didn't have the opportunity to check out anything at all. I have been flying and dying. Alhamdulillah. What's up, David? Where are you looking?
Look, what am I looking?
Where are you looking? I don't know.
Keep working on your English, buddy.
Did you see did you see the Spanish men hunting down Muslims in Spain after they attacked an old man? Did you see anything about that, David?
I saw some stuff circulating on Twitter. I saw a picture of the burned mosque, and someone pointed out that was from a different time or something like that. That was a community note. But yeah, no, I haven't followed it closely enough to comment. Yeah, Muslim.
I'm kind of curious about this, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Rewritten to smear the Trump admin, and why they're trying to distract the public and the end of it. We'll never. And I am kidding. If FC happens,
it's a huge, all jokes aside, it's like
artificial general and but
officially ordered.
Draft the DOJ as a DOJ fabric
something specific,
and strike the match. And for about meeting with terrorists, neo-Nazis, looking for.
You're a bunch of retards that don't deserve rights, which I think that these women is every way it's like, oh yeah, you know,
the giant retard talking about retards, kind of funny.
You're a bunch of retards that, or you live in a world of chaos.
And he got paid fat cash for that. And there are a bunch of dudes that don't care. That's what he did.
That stacks of fat cash.
Are not at fault, but it sounds like
he's like, hold on.
Are you looking for something particular, or are you just scrolling to see what they're saying?
If on average,
question as to
my point is,
at some point, like I said, oh yeah, I like when you do that. Like we get
the feminist move.
And actually, all that say that.
Yeah, I don't think they asked that question unless I can find it or something. I don't know. Unless I can't find it. Somebody said they think they did ask the.
Well, then that said person should be able to give you a timestamp where said question was asked.
No. The YH bro calling Somalia home makes him not American and shouldn't have any power in American politics. Well, the ability to give power to some guy lies within the hands of the people. And as everybody knows,
but the people are retarded. But the people are retarded.
Yeah. So there's that. Let's see. Operation Let Them Talk applies for Owens to Fuentes and Tucker. Powerful, powerful. It doesn't always work though, because it appeals. What they say is said to the people. It appeals to the people, and as everybody knows.
But the people are retarded.
Yeah. Ashmai says David Wood, Homan was talking trash before any security. Haha, you see.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're saying that this dude's on stage and there's no security. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. Now you could say he would have said the exact same thing if there was no security or something like that. That maybe that dude seems to be like dialed up more than anyone I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm just saying there's no way there was not security.
Powerful. Fawn Zero, please recommend Traveling Clad Tower.
Oh, hang on.
Kirk.
Hang on.
Of Dave Stupid Smith's face. People need to hear from Mizrahi Jews and ex-Muslims more. Thank you for all you do. What?
Yeah, this is all correct. I just wanted to point out, I thought of a different interpretation of that super chat. I assumed, possibly correctly, but possibly not correctly, that you meant he was talking trash before there was security around him on stage or something like that. And I was thinking, there's obviously security there and no one's in danger of some dork storming the stage or something like that. Could have meant this guy was talking trash for years, even when he had no security. Maybe that's what you meant. If so, in which case, yeah. Keep in mind, I'm not doubting the man's courage or resolve. I'm just saying in that situation, saying come up on stage and do something. It's not exactly the most base thing.
Brother, I have doubts. What doubts, man?
So Traveling Clad is indeed a very, very good guy, and is a friend. But I'm also kind of surprised by how much his channel has grown over the last. He has 498,000 subscribers. When I first learned of him, he had like half that many. And so I just check it out. Last 3 months, he has gotten 105,000 new subscribers. In the last 6 months, he got 220,000 new subscribers. So wow, man, good on you. Tal is a very, very good guy. The traveling clat, very good guy.
Well, how
very
come he's
good
not
guy.
not on this channel with you, man?
I had him on my channel a while
He's
ago.
only been suggested like 50,000 times in the chat.
I already had him on my channel.
Oh, okay, then you're okay. I withdraw my complaint.
I already had him on my channel.
I said I withdraw it, man. You don't need to spike the ball. You won.
Centuries.
You
ago.
won, dude.
Like centuries.
You don't need to spike the ball. You won. You won. You got the game-winning touchdown. Now you're spiking the ball in everyone's face. I said you're right. I'm wrong.
You see. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Vicky Theret says legal immigration is worse because they embed themselves in our government and then our political correctness prevents us from getting rid of them. Well, there are some things that Western people have internalized and adopted as modern values, which they need to unlearn. I'm just going to say it at this point.
I'll modify that slightly. There are certain values and principles and policies that people adopt and they work for a certain kind of population. And then other people come and take advantage of that to destroy the system. You need to modify it so that people cannot take advantage of it and use it against you to destroy you. That's what you need to do.
That's actually what I said in my podcast with Charlie Kirk.
Impossible, because that hasn't even been released yet.
I actually said to him right there in front of an audience, I said that certain values were established with the Western or American people in mind who would appreciate these values and use them for good. They are not made for those who would come in and take advantage of them and to destroy everything. Nuclear savior, Allah's eternal speech also turned out to be to explode. That's true. It does. Did you hear about John MacArthur, says Ray Dessler? David apparently did. So I also do, but I don't know anything about John MacArthur. So.
Yes, he died.
Yeah.
Very popular Christian pastor for a long time.
Otto Cresby says Lauren Southern just implied Andrew. She didn't imply. She very clearly said it.
Wait, what?
Implied Andrew Tate sexually assaulted her while she was intoxicated. She published some of her book on Twitter.
Seriously?
She didn't just imply it. So I ordered the book. I was going to look for an ebook version as well. I ordered her book. Should be here in 2 days, so I want to check it out there. But yeah, people were talking about that. Lauren Southern actually made the following post here. Let's see. Let us see. She made the following post.
Let us see. Oh, here we go.
Good morning. Time to pour gasoline on what's left of my reputation and strike the match, all for a cause I should have committed to long ago, the truth. This is not real life. It is a memoir about the total unfiltered chaos behind the scenes of my time in media. From an evangelical upbringing and a steady diet of Fox News to going viral and playing my first part in media disinformation, to meeting with terrorists, neo-Nazis, intelligence agents, and political crime rings. There's coke binges, MDMA diplomacy with enemies, a nuclear-grade marriage meltdown, and a trail of scandals across 5 continents. I was arrested in Turkey and Morocco, got banned from the UK, and maybe violated international sanctions. Finally, a psychotic break, addiction, and the dark art of conspiracy. If you're someone I met along the way and you're thinking, wait, am I in this book? Relax, unless you committed a crime or did something genuinely insane. You're probably fine. If anything, I'm the one under the microscope. I still have no idea how much trouble I'll be in with the government, let alone everyone else, for publishing this. I guess we will find out. No, I won't be doing interviews. Don't ask. I wrote this book to claw my way back to reality. I hope it helps you to do the same. With nothing but love, Lauren.
Not one word about Andrew Tate there, so whoever posted that.
Then she said, let me take this over here. Then she said, I've decided to publish a few chapters of the book for free, as I did not write them to profit off their contents. I wrote them because they are part of my story, and they are true. Now, here is her Substack, which she linked at, where... Oh, yeah. I've decided to release a few chapters of this book for free, specifically those involving Andrew Tate and his ongoing criminal cases. Let me address a few things before you get into said chapters. The reason these chapters aren't behind a paywall is because they weren't written with the intention of profiting off the blah, 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 blah. If you're just here to read about Tate or think this is some kind of selling point, please don't buy the book. You won't find anything more significant about him in its pages. That is very funny. I already bought the book. Too late. Here, Scam Economy, Tommy Robinson, right-wing European media outlet, Tommy, blah, 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 Jew. Where's the part now? Romania. When we landed in Romania, Andrew. Where's Andrew? Where's Andrew? Okay, Tommy mentioned he needed a nap before our meeting with the investors that evening. So after we stopped at the hotel, Andrew asked if I was hungry and if he could take me to grab an early dinner before we met up at the compound later. The sun was still high. We had plenty of time to kill, so I said yes without thinking. I wasn't in the habit of turning down food. Years of financial stress made me frugal to a fault. My travels around Europe were basically a McDonald's tour, something my friends constantly teased me about. It further continues, the Tates carried themselves like they owned the place, really asked myself questions, Andrew humored and so on. Where's the part now? Intoxicated. Despite only having one shot and still working on my vodka soda, I found myself feeling surprisingly intoxicated.
Oh, whoa. She's saying they like roofied her? Normally if you say one shot and then I was like falling over, that's someone roofied.
Usually only beer hit me this quickly. I paid it no mind as I was fast distracted with conversation. Maybe it was the vibe of the club. And so on. Then it further says here, down. Honestly, I'm not sure it would have mattered at that point. This wasn't the case of mixed signals or intoxicated blurred lines. I fought back. I was pleading.
Hey, you can't leave. Yeah, we don't even know the context of this. Man, just read it.
Okay, here.
You don't need to rush through that. We're here, man. We're here.
It was kind of my fault. I can trace every moment I had the opportunity to turn things around, right up until the point when everything went wrong. The truth is, I could have said no to that strange business meeting overseas, at least until I had more information. I could have refused to go to the club until my friends were with me. I could have turned down the drinks with whatever little sense I had left. I could have said no to what I foolishly thought was a harmless cuddle when I had no intention of going any further. But honestly, I'm not sure it would have mattered at that point. This wasn't a case of mixed signals or intoxicated blurred lines. I fought back. I was pleading. I just didn't realize there was a point of no return, a moment where my voice would no longer have any power. I would rather not give a detailed account, so I'll keep it simple. He carried me back to the hotel room and asked me to sleep beside him. I said yes. I was incredibly intoxicated, and some part of me convinced myself that because he was Tommy's friend, he wasn't particularly dangerous. It was a poor decision, but it happened. He kissed me. I wasn't expecting it, and I wasn't looking for it, but I kissed him back briefly and then told him I wanted to sleep. I was extraordinarily tired. He wanted to go further. I said no very clearly multiple times and tried to pull his hands off me. He put his arm around my neck and began strangling me unconscious.
Where have we heard that before? Oh, every encounter with Andrew Tate with any woman ever. It's called an MO, ladies and gentlemen.
If this did not sound the way Andrew Tate's victims have completely independently from many years ago already described encounters with him over and over and over again, I would have some questions and doubts here. But this is literally how, long before Andrew became a public figure, women went to police, to the media, and so on, and described their encounters with him, of him simply not caring about whether they do or do not want to have sex, or sometimes even, consensual sex, but him at some point then doing some really messed up things and basically choking them unconscious and beating them while they're sleeping. When they wake up, choking them unconscious again and beating them and having sex with them and so on. And we also have him very openly and clearly saying that that this is what he likes.
The most recent one said she doesn't think he can get aroused without being abusive.
Yeah.
He has to do it to get excited.
He put his arm around my neck and began strangling me unconscious. I tried to fight back. He repeatedly strangled me every time I regained enough consciousness to pull at his arms. I would prefer not to share the rest. It's pretty obvious.
That's crazy. He's choking her until she's not conscious enough to resist. And then when she starts waking back up and enough to pull at his arms, then he would choke her to unconsciousness again.
So he put his arms around my neck and began strangling me unconscious. I tried to fight back. He repeatedly strangled me every time I regained enough consciousness to pull at his arms. I would prefer not to share the rest. It's pretty obvious. I've mentioned it before, but I'm once again reminded of how deeply I used to believe in that naive, almost cartoonish version of life where I was the main character. Nothing truly bad could happen and danger didn't exist as long as you played it smart. I held on to a teenage radical anti-feminist idea that men weren't a real threat unless you let them be one. I'd had experiences before where I set boundaries and they were respected, where a night ended with a cuddle, maybe a kiss, and that was it. No pressure, no problem, once or twice. I'd even crash in a male friend's hotel room or at their house after drinking without the slightest concern that they would try anything. The next morning it was just good morning, hope you're feeling better. So this is a small part of that. Now there are some people who are like, no, she's lying. She's lying. She's trying to grift.
Top G would never do something like that.
I have to say, Lauren Southern has absolutely no need at all to put this out here. There is no single reason. There is no single benefit of this at all.
Yeah, when you mouth off about Andrew Tate, all you get is a bunch of Andrew Tate drones coming at you and complaining at you and trying to wreck you.
She will not get money over this.
Nope.
She will not become famous or popular over this. She already was famous, and guess what she did? She threw it all away. And clearly also said it, I don't want it anymore. She turned her profile picture black. She said, I don't want to do anything anymore. I just want to live my life. And she writes a memoir to put this out. And she even puts it right here and says, I'm going to publish this chapter here for free for everyone to see. And if you want to buy the book because of this, do not buy it because there's nothing else in there. So she's not even trying to sell the book. On the contrary, she's directly telling people, do not buy my book. Do not buy my book if this is what you're looking for. There is this here. You have it all for free. There's nothing else about this topic in the book. Do not buy the book if this is what you're looking for. That's what she says. And she also did mention this long time ago. And we also have evidence that she did go to the police and the police turned her away because she went to the police back in England. And the police said, we can't do anything about it. You have to go back to Romania to the police. And she said, I will not go back to Romania.
Yeah, I recalled. So I've seen Lauren Southern over the years in various videos. There was ones where she was challenging Muslims, I think over in the UK and so on, and they were responding. She was asking them about jihad and all these things. But I remembered she contacted me once about being in a documentary, so I just looked it up. Yeah, this was from 2020, and she was asking me. She was saying she's working on a documentary. I don't know if she ended up making it, but she's working on a documentary about the issue between people and the police. So the defund the police and all that stuff. And she said, various people have sent her my video, why some people hate cops. That's why everyone's trying to, why are these people so enraged about cops? And I was like, I'll tell you exactly why people are enraged about cops. And I actually broke it down as someone who'd been within the system for a while. Yeah. So she asked me to, if she could interview me for her documentary, and I never responded, which is what I normally do.
What's wrong with you, man?
I only respond if it's like, oh, that's a really, really awesome idea. I like that.
It's Lauren Southern, man. She has done lots of.
I know that. Yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking the dirtbag part is that, like, even if I don't want to be in it or I'm not interested, like, I just ignore it and I don't like respond and say, hey, not really interested, or I'm too busy or something like that. Kind of a dirtbag with that. things like that. And here you actually respond to people, and then they put you on stage at some huge event.
Well, to be fair, I also do the not responding or even canceling thing quite a bit. Remember how we recently canceled on Tommy Robbins?
Oh yeah, that was so messed up, man. If I'd known he was going to prison, I'd have pushed it, man. I'd have pushed it. Yeah, guys, that was weird. We were supposed to go out for an event, and we kept putting it off because we're like, what are our plans going to be and stuff. And then, like, by the time we're like, okay, we need to make a decision, we look at ticket prices, and they're like through the roof and stuff because we waited too long. And they were like, do we really want to go here? No, we'll wait for the next one. We'll wait for the next one. Then we're definitely going to go to the next one. And then Tommy gets locked up. And then so the next one is officially the one coming up. And I'm not even allowed in the UK anymore. So that was, if I'd known, one, that Tommy was about to get locked up, or two, that I would no longer be allowed in the UK.
And for that one, he was like, he was preparing the stuff, and he invited me. He said he wants me there. He also wants you there. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do this. Oh, it's awesome, fantastic. We can do also this and this and that. And eventually, when it was almost time to go, I remember I asked you, hey, should we go to London? And you said, up to you if you want to. And I said, I kind of don't want to right now. So we just had to cancel because it was too difficult to organize it at that point. So,
and back then it kind of looked like he was going to be having one of these things like every 3 or 4 months. Yeah. So we'll catch it at a different time. And then, things did not.
It was way too difficult to organize because we had to put it off, and at that point it didn't work out anymore. So
yeah, normally I don't care about all the stuff that I'm not involved in and so on. But that I would like to get a do-over and actually go to that.
Well, the most recent thing that I feel really, really bad about, and is that I also canceled with another person that I really have a lot of admiration for, and I think she does a fantastic job. But I don't want to mention her name now. But I was supposed to have record an episode with her, and she's a fantastic speaker on the whole Israel, Palestine, and also Iran issues. And her name starts with an E, and she goes viral every now and then.
Elizabeth.
And no, not Elizabeth.
Edith.
No. And I was supposed to meet her, and I couldn't make it, so I had to cancel. And now I think she's really pissed at me. That's what I do. Gonzalo Conaro, I liked how you kept shamelessly plugging yourself. I know that's the best thing, man. That's what you do.
That was pretty messed up.
He sits down to pee just like Muhammad. Alhamdulillah. Lauren Southern just implied. Good. MT, I love Charlie, but much of the right gives me more hope. Give me no hope. Like Carlson seems to be courting Muslims for a 2028 run, many led by Islamobods. I think he's definitely paid by certain governments and their interests. So
we're just asking questions.
Just asking questions, by the way.
Is he being paid by messed up people to? Anyway.
La 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 la.
That chick, what's her name? Lauren Chen. She got busted for was sent $10 million from Russia to promote Russian narratives. So it's crazy. We know it happens. We know that foreign governments are willing to pay fat stacks of cash. Never to us, apparently.
Yeah. Because we do everything for free.
Hint.
We do it all for free. Emma Watson. It was actually Emma Watson. I had to cancel with Emma Watson, unfortunately. Anat Wolf. I would never cancel Anat Wolf. And I also have a huge video with her.
Yeah, I was about to jump through the screen and slap you if you treated Anat Wolf so terrible.
I would never cancel with her. I have the biggest respect for that woman. Biggest respect for her. She's fantastic. Okay, Emily Schrader then. No, actually, no. With her, I was going to do something, but then we never responded to each other, so it just never worked out. You did a great job, by the way. Proud of you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. Asked Amru Fuddle, he's afraid of you. They ended the life. See, they ended it because he's afraid of me. Huh.
Yeah, hey, you should play the end and say, see, he's running.
Oh, you see?
They literally end streams when someone brings up AP. Yeah. It's probably in his contract. Look, if I'm going to be on your stream, the moment anyone brings up the apostate prophet, end of stream.
Candace Owens. No, it's not Candace Owens. Um, no, it's also not Emily Austin. It's not her. Love you guys, no Momo. The video sent to you is you must avoid 9 dips, doors corrupted by demonic forces. It's obviously AI slop designed to take advantage of the Ixians. I'll check it out. Fox McCloud, was Muhammad and the Al-Zut the first recorded freak-off in history? Yes. Ray Tesler 674. Any news on your Baptist AP? My husband introduced me to you and David when we were in dating and been a fan since. That's very, very good to hear. Also, did you hear about John Arthur? Who's John Arthur?
Don't know.
Yeah, my baptism is set to happen at the end of this year, or at the beginning of next year, something like that. It's going to be super beast. K4 said, if Muslims and Christians don't worship the same God but both qualify as theists, then does that mean the term theist is inadequate? No.
No, because theist is a generic term.
Yeah.
It's like if saying, like, do you believe human beings exist? There's a different question from, hey, if I'm talking about Bob and you're talking about Bob, are we talking about the same Bob?
Erin Milan. No, it wasn't Erin either. I could have her on. She also accepted and confirmed. I just haven't done it yet. If Muslims and Christians, with Quran 3:3 in mind, how do Muslims account for no 10th Egyptian plague, Passover feast, slain Passover lamb, Jesus, just plagues and sea crossing? Have you ever looked into this, David? Have you ever looked into this very, very beast topic? No, it wasn't Eric Cartman. No. I don't know. David's going to look into this and study this and make a video.
I don't understand how that's connected to Surah 3 verse 3.
David is going to study this and make a video response about this tomorrow. So look out for it. Drew Traver, AP ripped the Quran and chewed on it when behind veils was nice enough to expose secret marriage. Tell us sound Islamophobic. I really do not care. I mean, Islam is horrible, and the Quran is a pile of garbage, no matter what Behind Veils does. Although I appreciate what Behind Veils does for the sake of humanity.
Yeah, I mentioned during the show, and I guess it was Sunday, but normally when we're, eating the Quran or something like this, ripping up the Quran or something like that, it's in response to some unacceptable behavior from some Dawa clowns. And so I pointed that out. And I pointed out when we're talking about people like Salman and Aisha and so on, I don't feel inclined. I don't feel inclined to insult the Quran or anything else. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, sitting here with AP, who's still under a death sentence. So he can kind of do what he wants with the Quran. It's under a death sentence from the fake prophet who revealed that book.
That's true. It's strange AP can pronounce Spanish correctly, says Gonzalo Ganaro. Can I? Probably. I noticed that Americans have a very that Americans are very bad at pronouncing Spanish. They usually think that they're pronouncing it correctly because they hear some Spanish on TV or something, or from their neighbors down the street. But they usually sound very, very wrong, and I always laugh at them like, "You idiot!" But yeah, well, thank you, appreciate that. AP ripped. In recent months, more and more Muslims have moved into our area in UK. It upsets me to see women in hijabs and long sleeves, etc. during a heat wave. Am I an Islamophobe? But seriously, very worried for our UK. Well, you are an Islamophobe, and you should be. What do you think, David?
Yeah, and they got that. Did they come up with an official definition, or are they still working on one? They were going to formulate an actual definition of Islamophobia that could be used to go after people and so on. So that's something you keep wondering how are they going to get any worse? And they keep finding ways. Yes, Eusebius.
Yes.
You'd be pretty based if you interviewed Eusebius.
It wasn't Eusebius. It was not Eminem. No, it was not Elzut. No,
Elzut.
Elzut. No, it wasn't Elzut either. It wasn't Exotica. No, it wasn't Exotica. It wasn't Eleanor. It wasn't Enav. It wasn't Ecclesia. It wasn't Ella Chapo. It wasn't. No, it wasn't them. Ali Dawa sounds like Jar Jar Binks. How does Jar Jar Binks sound again?
I only saw that like once a million years ago, but he's like, Misa. I don't know. I'd have to practice. Misa things, blah, blah, blah. He talked in this stupid way. Kind of looks like Ali Dawa, though.
Local, let's get out of here before more droids show up.
What's the safest place would be Gonga City? It's
Gonga City. What a stupid voice. Yeah. I don't know why people do that. They're just like, let's put a completely annoying character in this movie just to tick people off because it'll be cute and help us sell toys. Come on.
Elton John. No, it wasn't Elton John. Elmo. It wasn't Elmo either.
But it seemed to me.
Eli Dawa. Eli Dawa. Elijah. Nope. It wasn't Elijah. El Jizya. Nope. It wasn't El Jizya either, unfortunately.
I think you're just making up this mysterious name.
Alhamdulillah, Elmo the Nazi, Anthony Rogers. Anthony Rogers. It wasn't Anthony Rogers either. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Nope. Mike Winger, Elon Musk, Elvis Presley, Helicopter, Ecclesiastes, Evid Woods, Efren, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. No, it was definitely not her.
Elvira.
Enoch.
Elvira.
Emily. No, it wasn't Emily. Evid Wood. It wasn't Evid Wood either.
Heart's on fire.
Batman. Nope.
Elvira.
It wasn't Every. It wasn't Evil AP. It wasn't.
Boom, pop, mow, mow.
It was not Edgar Allan Poe. No.
Boom, pop, boom.
It was not Imru Fuddle. It wasn't Apostate Prophet.
Hi, oh silver.
It was also not
away.
Donald Trump. It was not Epstein. It wasn't any of them. No. Nope, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. Is this confirmed or just heard in the grapevine? It's confirmed. Whatever you're talking about, it's confirmed. Zachary made a super chat. Thank you so much. I just noticed your based background, AP. Love it. My based background?
You just noticed that?
You just noticed my based background? Like this? Boost. 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 Powerful. Running DX says Mojab is just acting like a psychopath to make.
Oh, say narcissist. Narcissist. Don't be giving psychopaths a bad name.
Against liberalism and that Islam is closer to the truth. Yeah, he's not a psychopath. He's a narcissist. He's not good enough to be a psychopath. A group of malignant narcissists calling ADHD a serious mental health issue.
That was the hilarious thing. You've got all these guys are narcissists, like of the malignant sort, and they think she may have ADHD because she said she has problems concentrating on things. And so you see, she's got some mental health problems. She's basically insane, and they're all like narcissists.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ellen DeGenerate. No, it wasn't Ellen DeGenerate. Al Jazeera. M. Shamoon. Islam. Eden Zut. Nope. It was none of them. It was none of them, unfortunately. It was none of them. ADHD. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Please tell Muhammad meets Nick Fuentes for next Boom Boom Room. No, he's alive. You can't do that.
Who are we going to have who's a big enough dork to play Nick Fuentes? The only name I can come up with is Mike Winger, and he's probably going to be mad at me.
IP, man.
IP is IP as IP doing his nerdiest voice. As Nick Fuentes would actually be funny.
Robert should get in touch with Andrew Cliven.
Robert should get you in touch with Andrew Clay. That guys, if you're talking about AP, he could do that. I'm not interested in anyone putting anyone in touch with anyone about me.
Oh, you should get it.
Robert just did some video with Andrew Clavin. So,
oh, you should get in touch with Andrew Clavin. You should use the opportunity to get in touch with Andrew Clavin.
Oh, you should tell Robert, say, hey, I want to talk to Andrew Clavin. Have me on his show now, and
So
put
you
me
can
in touch with
finally-
him and everyone else on the Daily Wire. It's very simple.
can
Andrew
finally
Clavin's
find-
with the Daily Wire, dude.
You can
That's
finally.
That's your in to the Daily Wire. The place is all falling apart because they couldn't get along. So that's our in. So we go over and take over that place. Say, hey, just sell us your entire studio on the cheap. We'll take over from here.
Somebody asked earlier how the church was. I posted about it because I really appreciate the churches.
How what church was?
And just shout out to them. It was a fantastic place. It was a fantastic place. It was a fantastic place. Yeah, I went to a Greek Orthodox church in Tampa. It was the St. John the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church in Tampa. And I also quickly posted a photo of it because I thought it looked very, very nice. But it was the thing is, this is kind of funny. In the past, I learned, I heard a lot about, churches are empty, Christians aren't going to church and all that. And I went to church this Sunday to an Orthodox church on a regular Sunday. And the place, like, I arrived early, went into one of the front rows, and but by the time the service began, it was like completely packed. People were standing, and the church was very, very large. So it was a very, very nice place. A very, very beautiful service, beautiful liturgy. So shout out to St. John the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church in Tampa. It was beautiful. Whoever goes there, you're lucky.
So the Jews control Tampa?
Yes. The Jews. It wasn't everyone, unfortunately. No. It wasn't everyone either. It wasn't Ezekiel. It wasn't El Dorado. It wasn't Ella Goulding. Isn't that a singer? It wasn't Ethan Klein. It wasn't Ann Shapiro. It wasn't Edirna. It wasn't Aisha. Nope. It wasn't Esan Piker. It was also not Eobert Spencer. Nope. It wasn't Absolutely Absurd El Gordo. It wasn't Evanescence.
Has anyone said Ella?
It wasn't.
As in, I don't buy your Ella.
It wasn't Adolf Hitler. It wasn't Ismongold, Eddie Murphy, Evangelion. It wasn't Eric Bana. It wasn't E-Girl. Emmanuel Macron. No, it wasn't him either. It wasn't Ezra. It wasn't esports. Not Eve. Not Elliot Page. Not Ella. Oh, here. Yeah, Ella.
Hey, I guess great minds think alike, Matt.
It wasn't Ella Zoot. It wasn't Eskimo nor Eden. Nope, it wasn't any of them, unfortunately. The correct name has already been mentioned like multiple times here, but I'm just ignoring it because I'm trying to have fun, just so everyone knows.
Hey, seriously, dude.
What?
You need to make some sort of goal of like by the end of next year or something like that. You have a super dope studio like Matt Frad where you can sit down and conduct proper interviews.
Good idea.
Proper interviews.
Good idea. And Noam said, yes, it's Elika. We know. Yes, it is indeed Elika LeBron. And I feel very upset about that. I feel very terrible about that.
As you should, because you're an evil, terrible person.
And she is absolutely fantastic. And when we reviewed her stuff, I was like, whoa, man, she's destroying it and all that. And then I was supposed to.
That woman is single-handedly crushing it, and this is how you treat her.
And I was supposed to record with her, but then I didn't. So because I had too much stuff going on. You should make these beats ringtones dope. I shall do so. No, nobody makes ringtones, Camden. Traveling Clut was on AP's channel. Was Sahar TV? No, only Traveling Clut was. Nobody else can. Hey, AP and David Wood, I've been waiting for AP to come back so I could humbly ask you both to sing Happy Birthday for Me Adhan style. I'm 20, by the way.
Alhamdulillah.
Your sound just comes through like you're dying, man.
That's what they sound like. That's what they sound like, though.
I hope that satisfies your desire to hear the Adhan.
And just remember, this will be the best birthday of your life, thanks to that.
That's the sound I make to help people. Racing cars, screaming goats going crazy. Do you feel blessed? Halal, sir. I just vomited. This is some government noise. Did my eyes deceive me, or did Ali Dawa take Ali Dawa 4 inches as a compliment from Mohammed Hijab in their leaked group chat? Yeah, because everybody, the whole group knows that it's actually smaller than that. So
I can confirm that this is what was said officially.
Yeah. Yes.
Fact check. True.
At least the Marquis de Sade was proud of being a sadist and was smart enough to articulate his belief. Andrew Tate not so much. He's sick, says Holy Joe. Yes. Andrew Tate is indeed morally sick. Black Angel, I just ripped out my earbuds. The U.S. Constitution forbids us to restrict immigration of a particular religion, but how about restricting immigration from any nation without freedom of religion, says Edward. I mean, that's kind of what Trump was trying to do, right? He was trying to ban or block immigration from certain, or just travel from certain countries. And yeah, I think some rights need to be taken away, considering that they were rights established for people who actually appreciate these rights and who share the same values. Hello, Yidi, AP, and David. Do you know Joseph Cohen? He speaks Arabic and knows Quran and catches Muslims in lies on verses. He has a great video on verse about neck of kuffar. I do know him, and so probably does David. We're talking about Israel.
Who is it?
Israel Advocacy Movement. The guy.
Oh, him I know.
Yeah. He's a wonderful guy. I'm also personally in touch with him. He's a friend. He's a good guy, and he's doing a lot of good stuff lately. I see that.
Yeah.
I do.
How come he's not with us?
I don't know.
He should be with us on a show, man. That's all I'm saying.
He should. I did have him on like once or twice on my channel. So in the past, he's a very nice guy. He moved to Israel after October 7.
Smart.
He used to be in the UK. Used to be at Speaker's Corner, then moved to Israel, where he
that would very frequently be him in the middle of a sea of jihadis.
Yep. He moved from a jihadist country, the UK, to a safe place, Israel. Kit Kat for Christ made a super sticker. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Saw in a Nuke Center comment section and thought of you guys. The Epstein files are empty. Do you know what that smells like? Do you know what that smells like? Holy Joe, Mesa Kuma. Yeah, Mesa proud of that.
No, that's Jar Jar. That's how he talks. Misa Chomo, yeah. Misa proud of that.
Ah, I see.
I think that's the Ali Dawa,
I see.
Jar Jar Binks. I have to watch it again. I saw that a long time ago. Actually, I saw the second one with Nabil. That was terrible because he's a total Star Wars nerd.
Israel Advocacy Movement. And to finish this, I just want to quickly see if he has something cool going on, and just want to check that out. Just wanna check that out.
Just wanna check that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Anything good here? Anything good here, son? Anything good here? Anything good here? Oh yeah, let's check this. Have you read the Quran?
You said Quran is not from Allah.
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Astaghfirullah, and it's from
Astaghfirullah.
it's from where? It's from where? If it is not from Allah, it's from where?
From man, from the Sahaba.
Sahaba.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sorry, but it's Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who wrote the Quran.
No, he couldn't write.
He couldn't write, but he did it.
So how did he write it?
This is the mu'jiza.
The Sahaba wrote it down. Muhammad spoke, and they wrote.
Yeah, but
So, boy, I know the Deen. I know your Deen. You can't pull the wool over my eyes.
sorry, I have a question. How the is it possible? Like you're Jewish and you know the details of
Because
Quran.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
Yeah.
bless my people with three things. The Torah,
Yeah.
the land of Israel,
Yeah.
and big rain. We can read.
You said
Nicely done. We can read. We can read. I love this guy, man. I love this guy. He's good.
You said Quran is not from Allah.
He's a
Yes.
Did you say that?
Yes.
Astaghfirullah.
He's a good. So shout out to Israel Advocacy Movement. Definitely one of the kindest people that I've ever met, and one of the best channels and online personalities that I've ever encountered. One who is has all humility and honesty. Really appreciate this guy. Alhamdulillah.
What's his name? Joseph what?
Cohen.
Joseph Cohen.
Joseph Cohen.
Joseph Cohen. Just want you to know, someone can send him this timestamp. If there's anything we can do to help you in your work, you got a golden ticket. Just say it. It's automatically done.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Just because that was hilarious.
Yeah. All right, David, anything else?
Me's a trauma, yeah. Me's a proud of that.
I need Didi Wood to be KO'd badly, says dumb person. Huh. What's wrong with you? All right, man. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. You know what's kind of funny? Like, people are asking me to publish more apostate music stuff.
Well, you've only actually posted like one thing, right?
Yeah. The thing is,
yeah. If someone only posted one thing ever, I liked it, I would say, yeah, you should post more things.
the thing is, I have been working more on just making like less joke stuff and more just stuff that I really like, and including like religious stuff that I'm now listening to myself. And part of me just wants to post those serious things and share them with people instead of posting joke things.
Well, that's tough. It's like, and then do you make it two separate channels?
I know that's
or
my
do you put it, or do you put it on the same channel and hey, we're gonna keep listening. We're gonna keep listening to you when you're posting something serious or when you're posting something making fun of Muhammad.
Exactly. That's the question.
Hey, dude. One, you should post the Zabiba song, and then after that, post a serious song, and then we'll actually have a dedicated live stream. Play the songs and say, should he have one apostate music channel or separate channels for these things? And we'll listen to the people and let the people vote and let the people decide. And if you let the people decide, you can never be blamed for making the wrong decision because you're saying, hey, I went with the people.
But you know what they say, right?
Well,
but the people are retarded. 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 But the people are retarded, 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 retarded. But the people are retarded, 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 retarded. But the people are retarded, retarded, retarded. The people are retarded.
Oh, actually, I do have a collection of some old stuff that I made that is also kind of cool. Like if the Quran was an anime intro.
You have enough for like 3 albums already, dude. You just need to release the stuff.
Look at this.
What?
That's if the Quran was an anime show, you know. Anyway, I don't know why.
And you need, that's the situation where you got to find someone who can work with the AI stuff because it's way cheaper. But you just need a little anime girl in a skirt and stuff like that for the Quran.
I already worked on that as well. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Sailor Muhammad, what? This is a Sailor Moon.
What? I don't get it. What?
There's an old anime called Sailor Moon.
Oh, okay. Sailor what?
So stupid. Sailor Moon.
Oh, Sailor Moon. Okay. Sailor Muhammad. Okay.
Sailor Moon. This is what it looks like. This is Sailor Moon.
Sailor Muhammad. Dude, you got to do something with that. You got to do something with that. That's too perfect. Oh man. Oh boy.
All right. Oh, all right. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for watching. And, and as always, stay away from Islam. Wait, let this guy say it.
Stay away from Islam.
Yeah, he's better.